to where they
Right.
can't live without the
Right.
drug. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? To where
Yeah.
like if they want to go to a barbecue, they gotta smoke them some meth. You know what I'm saying? Just to
Man.
just to be mellow. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah. That's when you're
Just to be
dealing with
regular. Just to be regular. And
Yeah. So
you're dealing with a different kind of problem.
yeah. Hey, 100%.
You got different kind of problems in life. You feel me?
Yeah.
Hey man, but I wanted to talk about tonight though is we last podcast we were talking about the black man's playbook and things that a black man need to kind of be successful out here, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And so first thing we talked about, I'm gonna just give a quick run through, but this go around I want to talk about like a lot of our brothers are well let me go through the rundown first what we covered previously. So the first thing we had was first things first, feel like every black person should have a mental health checkup, talk to a psychiatrist or something, especially if you're in America.
Yeah.
The next thing was dick control, dick discipline, not having kids, too many kids out here, not having kids at all really, and how that set you back financially,
Yeah.
out of wedlock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially if you having with the wrong chick.
Right. Right. And you
Big
got
fact.
when when that paycheck got child support 1 and 2.
You know what I mean?
And they trying to get a 3, but it just ain't legal yet. They just legally can't.
Hey, hey, for real though, man.
How you making $3,000 a paycheck and still coming home with 400?
Yeah.
God damn.
Hey, that's Texas, man. That's Texas for you.
Money ain't adding up. You know what I'm saying? Funds is funding in the motherfucker.
Prep in.
I'm like, how can I get paid like that? Like you? Shit.
Man,
Boy.
Hey, that make a grown man want to think about carrying a kid. Now, hold up, man. Y'all getting all this money. Y'all getting all this money. Hold
Man,
up,
you want
man.
to find that? Let me, man, for real.
But
let me get pregnant real quick so I can get a big paycheck. Yeah.
Man, bro.
Nah, but that's how it is, though, bro. That's how it's set up.
Our grandfathers used to say, "It's cheaper to keep her." This was why. This was why. like they was like, oh, they immediately said, no. No. It took one time, and the rest of us was like, nah, we'll work it out. We'll figure it out.
The next thing we was talking about, man, was finding your purpose and like contributing to the world, like finding your purpose. And what we kind of what goes into that was exploring yourself, understanding yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Going through those doing the work to understand yourself, how you make decisions, what things trigger you, what things that you're strong at, what things you need to work on those things, and that way you'll become overall better person to contribute to the world. That's how you find your purpose, through finding who you are. And that's my that's what I think.
Yeah.
I feel the next thing. So what?
I said I feel it.
And then one of the last thing we talked about, not the last thing in the playbook, but the last thing we talked about was having a plan of action, short and long term goals, what you want to do and accomplish. Especially if you do the first 2 to 3, right? So we kind of have mental health as the default. That's the first thing we got to take care of. But as it goes, I understand that's like 0, right?
Get your mind right.
Right. And then the next 3 are things, if you take care of the first 2, the third one will come easy, I think.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, brothers, man. But anyway, but what I wanted to talk about this particular one is, and I think you hinted at it, JB, earlier in the pre-show, was transitioning out of the streets. Like so many of our brothers had that street mentality. And so many brothers approach that with everything in the world, and it don't work like that.
Yeah.
Not always, you know what I'm saying? You can approach it, and I always say this, you approach it with the hustle, you know what I'm saying, that you would in the streets, but not always the mentality, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I'm gonna elaborate on that. That's just because a lot of young black men, or it could be even older, you know, they're still worried about what he and she say, you know. So they worried about what their peers have to say instead of like what their mind has to say, and you know they're capable of doing more, but people shut them down so much. You know what I'm saying? Like that's come with mental health. That comes with suicidal thoughts. That comes with different things like that. You know, but all people need really is like a helping hand. Like, hey man, I know you might have had this and embarrassed you, but hey man, hey, I'm here with you. Hey, let's go ahead and work through it together. You know what I'm saying? That's what us like black men need to help other black men out with that. You know what I'm saying? Like a helping hand. It ain't got to be no money. It ain't got to be none of that. All you got to do is be like, hey, bro, I'm praying for you. You know what I'm saying? I love you. You know what I'm saying? Positive vibes. You know, that's the bad thing, with our hip hop industry. You know, that start with our mental health. Like right there, like you got these young kids growing up, they don't know how to treat women.
Well, not even that, they don't know how to treat thembselves. I mean,
yeah, that's what I'm
niggas
saying.
out here engaging in fucked up behavior because of how they were raised on the, culture, like how our culture is. Like, I don't feel like it was a point in time, bro, in black culture where the rap culture was like an underground or a subculture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't the main shit over that spoke for us.
Yeah.
And I think when the transition happened to that, a lot of the morals and shit got lost over generations. You know what I'm saying? Messages get lost.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like shit. Like think about the rap shit now. Like versus when the shit dropped. Like when rap came out in the 80s, late 70s, 80s, they were talking about partying, fucking, and oppression and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was real shit.
Yeah.
Like, don't push me because I'm close to the edge.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to lose my head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a genre sometimes it made me wonder how I keep it going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. So you transition that to the gangster rap, and then you know what I'm saying, to the gangster rap, and then what happened was the industry took gangster rap and said, all right, we're gonna make this y'all, like this is what's gonna break y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because all that shit coincided with the second generation crack people, babies. You know what I'm saying? Not the first gen fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like the niggas they first gave crack too were fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
hey, look, and we all babies of it.
Right. And so the second generation niggas went on it, but they were making money from it.
Yeah.
Perpetuating. You know what I'm saying? So,
but the second generation start doing goddamn promethazine, codeine, that cough syrup.
Yeah, that ain't
so
liquid, that liquid heroin.
Yeah, so what's better? Neither one. So we're both losing.
So
we're losing in both ways.
I think, but the thing is, we gotta stop choosing that shit. And I think, like I said, pre takeover from hip hop culture, pre that, we had a cultural identity that had a standard. You know what I'm saying? Like it used to be like bitches can be in the church with all these kids out of wedlock. Niggas can be in there, like you can be just a street nigga going, you know what I'm saying, wilding in the church or some shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Nigga had to come in the church, right? Like even niggas now know, like even if you talk to some OG, they be like, man, I can't go in there. You know, you got to go in that right on some real shit. But now they done, everything that changed, bro. The message in the church done changed, which is why a lot of niggas ain't in it. You got the streets code done changed because the niggas ain't got no, like again, like I said, the message and the morals and shit didn't carry from the one generation to the next. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got yeah, you know what I'm saying, the code didn't care. And then you got, just on all levels, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah,
Hey,
y'all can elaborate. I was just saying that, man, like that shit just it's one of them things where it's a simple fix, but it's a hard fix. Like it's simple, like it really literally just simple as making a choice. But that choice is like it ain't you know what I'm saying? It ain't easy to a certain degree, for lack of a better word. Easy. And so but anything I've learned in this world, anything worth having ain't easy. It's just me and my 37 years of being on this bitch. So what y'all think, man? Go ahead, stuff. Why you ain't saying much?
The first thing I'm gonna say with that crack thing. I never been to a crackhead funeral. And they all had more been in shape.
Hey, you stupid, man. You say he ain't never been to a crackhead funeral.
Oh shit! Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey, I'm gonna be real with my uncle Glenn, right? Hey, that nigga, he was about it. Hey, that nigga about it about like 300 and some pounds. Straight smoker. I'm talking about straight crackhead like a motherfucker. Hey, I'm talking about, hey, man, that nigga died. I was like, damn, man, he died of cirrhosis of the liver, but I ain't never lose no weight though. Like, I'm
Look,
like,
look, no,
like,
I
man,
ain't know.
eating good than a motherfucker.
Look, the crack didn't kill him though. That's the thing.
Hey, but he, hey,
Nigga, cirrhosis on the liver. That's from drinking.
Yeah,
that's
that's
what
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
hey, crack didn't kill him though.
I,
Crack,
That's what I'm saying. The crack didn't.
Hey.
Oh, shit. Ah,
hey,
fuck, boy.
no
That
bullshit
shit
though.
is hilarious.
Yeah. Hey, that nigga, hey, what
I
you
ain't never seen a crackhead fall either.
or get caught. Hey yo, ran after a crackhead.
Oh no, I ain't never seen one get like caught.
I never
I've
seen one.
never, I've never seen a crackhead actually fall, like actually trip and fall.
I don't know. Well, you right about that though. I'm trying to think.
You see a drunk
You
person
remember?
fall all the time, but I've never
Hey,
seen a crackhead.
hey,
Like,
Stovar, you remember that? You remember that JD used to be at the store that played quarterback that went D1. You know what I'm talking about? He was tall. He had that. He like, yeah, man. What's up, folks? He always had, bro. You know what I'm talking about, bro? He from back in the day though when we was on the corner.
Come on, Campbellton Road.
Yeah, he was either at the Chevron or at the car wash.
He can still throw too.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Now he can still
hey,
throw.
I'm trying to flip this around, but look,
What's up?
oh, fire! What is that? Fire truck? What is that?
Yeah, you got going on over there, man. There.
they got 2 cop cars and a fire truck, ambulance.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I'm over here in Abilene, Texas. Hey,
What's up, man? Welcome on.
What's up, fellas? What's happening with y'all, man?
Hey, man.
What's up with it? Hey, I want to chime in on that. I done seen the crackhead fall. I seen the crackhead fall with white pants on and bounce up with the shit on them motherfucking pants. Swear to God. No lie. Swear to God. I seen crackhead get hit by 12. Hey, on JP Brawling. On JP Brawling in the blood, bro. He hit that motherfucker. He flipped over that car. That nigga pointed at 12 and said, "We good," and kept going. I was like, bro, that nigga hit the shit out your ass, bro. You not good. That nigga got there, hit that goddamn car. Man, nigga did some gymnastic shit. Now ain't nothing. Now he hit the floor. That nigga did not touch the ground. He got hit by a car, bro.
Dang.
A fucking cop car racing through the fucking hood.
Yeah.
Good fashion.
Straight up. But that nigga shit, that nigga got there bounced out that bitch. We good and kept it going.
Hey,
I swear to
Hey,
God.
crackheads do some mean
crack,
things.
I seen one die. But that dude ain't psycho. He'd walk down the street, Y machines on his back.
A
And
washing
trailer.
machine.
Yeah, he'd walk down the street, sell them, have them on his back, walk down a long ass street. Down Westmont, Reggie.
Now I'm
Yeah.
gonna say down where month.
Ain't
Hey,
no
hey,
that motherfucker on his back.
That where month.
hey, that remind me of my Uncle Glenn. Hey, he used to hide in the trash
Yeah.
can on Halloween and pop out with some glasses on. You know what I'm saying?
Straight
Hey,
up.
Like he
hey,
Jack
but
in the
he had
Box
the
or
hey,
somebody.
he had the glass like that big though. He hide
Like
in the
that.
trash can by 4-5 hours and hop out. You a nasty motherfucker.
Yeah, nigga
That's some
shit.
shit a jail do though. And really in his mind, he think he doing something for the kids. That nigga don't realize he weirding everybody the fuck out.
Yo,
That's some real J shit. Like nigga, you scared the kids like in a bad way, nigga, not in a good way.
I ain't for real. Them kids running down the road screaming and shit.
And I just fucked up the whole subject. I ain't mean to put that on the crackhead like that.
Nah, but that's still, hey, but that's still mental. Hey, that's still mental health though. Well, hey, what was up with their mental health when they was doing that shit? You
Hey
know what I'm saying?
man, that's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
man. Like,
They ain't have no mental health.
nah,
And
Like it was
and
just
crack,
gone.
bro. Crack one of them drugs too, bro.
Hey,
Mm.
hey, that
A
just
nigga really get on that crack, bro, on some the world so fucked up around them that they really
yeah,
need to escape that bad.
yeah,
All the J's who we knew, that really
yeah.
how them boys fucked around.
See,
Unless you was
like,
that one unlucky nigga who smoked some crack because you was stupid. And then
yeah,
your ass got hooked.
but see, they
that,
made back then, or they made getting high cool. Like, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like,
yeah.
that's why weed was a gateway drug.
Well,
You feel me? Cause we were the
well,
cool shit,
Yeah.
and then you graduated to the other
No
bullshit.
crackhead, crack started as a party drug in the 80s.
Yeah, yeah,
but they,
expensive. It's
but
like a social
no,
thing.
no,
No,
no. Crack started when they used
not
to roll
crack.
spliffs.
No, that coke was that
Cocaine
coke
was the expensive drug.
I know,
coke
but
was that
they used to roll
Yeah.
them
finer
primos.
shit, and then when it started getting
Talking
stepped
about,
on because that shit
But
was
it was
pricey.
freebase first though, before they started doing it.
But
Yeah,
the
yeah,
way the niggas
they huh?
the way the niggas hopped on it was shit. They was rolling primos.
Oh yeah, oh with the
we talking
That
about
was
big
it.
joint.
cigarettes.
We call them
Yeah,
big joint down here.
you roll you a blunt and you put you a little come on
Yeah,
in it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So you, now,
come on.
so now you on a different level.
Hey, what's going on, TJ? You gonna have to unmute your mic if you want to be heard, brother.
What up, TJ?
Hey, what's going on? That thing all work. I don't know if you can hear me or not.
Yeah, we can hear
Yeah,
you.
we good. We can hear you.
All right, we got the League of
That what's
Extraordinary.
up, man.
All right, back to it though, man. I was just saying like this, this episode, everybody here, we just talking about, a lot of black men are caught up in our hip hop culture, like I was explaining before, before everybody joined. Like, uh, we're it's the hip hop. A lot of our little black men caught up in the hip hop slash street culture, and that shit influences how they move. And like I was telling them before, man, there was before our culture became dominated by hip hop, there was, hip hop was the sub. You know what I'm saying? It was the kind of like how rock and roll was. It was like a subculture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it
It
was a
was,
counterculture. I agree with you.
yeah, and it wasn't really like the standard. You know what I'm saying? So the standard was, them R&B pop niggas from the '80s. And I'm just saying, like
Yeah.
musically and from a performance, because a lot of us grew up looking and going toward that way. I'm
Yeah,
not just looking at that because that was where most of our men were. You know what I'm saying? It's black men. That's what we can identify with. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like all of us on the
Facts.
channel are musical. You know what I mean? In our own respect. In our own respect. So
Yeah.
they let you know. You know what I mean?
And Nick grew up on music.
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying.
Hell, nigga learn life lesson from music.
Right.
All the way
I
from
still quote.
Nat King Cole.
Oh
Facts.
yeah,
I still
that's a
quote
player.
shit.
That's a player's player right there.
But think about it though, bro. Look at
That's
the
a
shit.
player's
You
player.
grew up listening to Maze and Frankie Beverly, Al Green, and
Yeah.
Marvin Gaye,
Johnny
and
Taylor.
Cook.
Teddy P.
Yeah.
shit like that.
Man.
And you know what I'm saying? Our kid growing up listening to our shit. You know
Not our shit. Them,
Hey,
man, them little,
nigga, out to my our
it's
generation.
funny you said that. It's funny you said that because now the old school music, the throwback music,
It's our
be
hip
like
hop.
gangster rap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit be blowing my mind. I be like,
Look, bro.
oh, like that's your old school.
Mac, I let JB listen to Gas Money song, the first Atlanta. I mean the first Jupiter.
Yeah.
And then I let him hear. And the first thing he said, but this shit sound old.
Hey, that bitch sound old as a motherfucker. I was
That
like,
nigga
man,
said- that the first thing that
I don't
nigga
know about that.
So, and then he heard a new one. I said he updated, bro. He like, oh, okay. And he heard that shit. Okay, that shit right. That shit right. But you heard
that shit rolling. I fuck
but
with
they go back to what you were saying, man. Like that shit, you know, you can hear it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, and it's crazy because you're right. Because that the version that resonated with me more.
Yeah.
Me too. I like
So
the
I
older
get it.
version.
I get exactly where you coming from with it.
I like that second one though. That whole rock though. I like it, but like I wish more black men would do something like that, like music or art or like any kind of art. You know what I'm saying? Or just do something besides the streets, bro. That shit is not cool.
Yeah.
Like nigga, come on, man. I'm
See
pretty
that?
sure
I
we
agree
all
with
been
you.
in the streets. We done all been there. We done all went to jail. I don't give a fuck when nobody say jail ain't cool.
Yeah,
Man,
no.
Fun about
No.
jail.
Motherfucker.
That's fun about jail.
Hey,
Man, my old boy. Real.
hey, niggas get out tell stories. Hey, I be like, man, y'all weird, nigga. Hey, nigga,
I got that motherfucker, but like, I ain't coming back. They did, nigga. Fuck that.
No sir.
Never coming back to this bitch, nigga. Fuck you talking about?
Hey, never, nigga. But
Hey, I tell you like this.
But y'all never got worried about me no more.
I'm gonna explain something to you like this. Hey, when them nigga made me do nothing for a whole day and multiple days and multiple like I'm talking about nothing, nigga. I ain't produced nothing.
Consecutively.
Like literally. Like for me, you know, everything hit nigga different. Like for me personally, bro, I ain't never been in a situation where I couldn't do nothing.
Yeah.
Them nigga figured out how to box you in, and you can't do nothing.
But they literally put you in a box,
shit.
like containing your energy, bro.
You can't do shit.
I'm like, bro, oh hell. I said, oh bro, okay. I see how y'all playing. I ain't gonna play this one no more. I bet y'all don't come back in this motherfucker.
Hey, in Texas, they feed you number salt.
What?
So the whole time you in there, your back locking up, you got there, your liver failing. Wonder why you get out, you got diabetes. You got everything fucked up.
Dang.
Wait, what is they feeding?
Man, they feed you everything with salt in that bitch. You eat them when it's straight
Yeah,
salt.
all the food got salt in that shit. Extreme
High
salt.
sodium.
Yeah.
Man, that's, I don't know, like, nigga.
They're like concentration camp, yeah, man.
Bruh. Like,
That's what it is.
That's the thing, though. Here's the thing. This the deal, though. It's
That's
written
new
in law,
slavery.
bro. If you are incarcerated, you are no longer free.
no,
you
you
are
a
state
slave.
property.
You a slave.
You are property of exactly. So you don't have no rights.
No. You can't even vote.
The other, and this is, I'm fully aware of that. I respect what you're saying there, but the other part of it, I don't know how hot it is in there, but you need this. If you in there, if it's a hot box and you're sweating out a lot of salt as well. You need salt you need additional salt in order to keep your body from. But
They usually see the jail
You
about
need
60
water.
I don't know how.
Hey,
But I don't
Steve.
know how.
Hey, Steve, you ain't gonna justify cooked food that got a stamp on it that say not for sale or public consumption.
Well.
Hey, dead ass
Yeah,
serious. If you see jail food, if you see the packaging come in,
Yeah.
that shit literally say not for sale, nigga. You can't get that shit to real
Hey,
people.
hey, that bitch say not for human consumption.
Yeah, they do say
look,
that.
That shit
God,
say.
hey, that bitch like
Hey, if
dog
you see
food,
the
literally gravy train.
bro.
hey,
We
it
literally,
ain't no rhyme or
we
reason for that
literally,
shit.
we
Nah.
literally had bologna sandwiches
Like,
and apple juice every day, bro.
Yeah.
Hold on, wet bologna.
Yeah,
What
and it the
and
fucked up bologna, nigga. It ain't even
it
the
was a
same
little
bologna
juice
you
with the
get in the
egg.
real world.
But and the portions is not real. And then look, they
School,
give you a little bit of that juice, the car juice, nigga, that you got in school.
Hey, hey,
That
y'all
supposed to
lucky
keep a
because
grown
nigga,
ass
hey,
man hydrated.
But grown ass man, bro,
Bro,
you get 2 ounces of
bruh,
juice, then, bro,
bruh,
you
hey,
know.
hey, bruh,
USDA
we eat
grade
shit. I
C.
don't even know if it's food or not, nigga. Like, on God, you be so hungry, you just gotta eat that shit.
Nigga, I'm just telling you,
by
I
the
was locked up.
definition of food, that shit don't be food.
No, it ain't.
You,
Cause you know
you
how that shit got definition.
like
Yeah, they
USDA
they got
grade
yeah.
C, like
Hey,
like
that
not
be
even.
dog food grade, nigga. Swear to
Ugh.
God.
I think dog food is like grade D,
Yeah.
The
D or
dog food
E.
upgrade for some of
It's
that
D
shit.
or E. I can't
Hey,
remember.
hey, but you know Taco Bell, I used to work there when I was younger. Hey, that motherfucker one grade above dog food, the beef.
It
I be
is.
telling people that. Nobody
Literally
believe me.
one
I be
grade
telling
It's
people
above
that.
dog.
barely edible beef, bro. I
Hey,
mean, like
Reggie, it's not even beef. Hey, it come in a
It's not
bag. It's
beef.
like some yellow shit. It's some yellow
it's
green shit in the
like
bag.
70% beef and like 30%
I don't even think
other
it's 70%. It be
yeah.
like
No,
some
it
yellow
ain't
ooze
70.
shit in the
Nah,
It
they
bag.
ain't
released a
look, it
statement
ain't.
on it like a few years ago. I remember that shit because it was like a big thing on social media about that
Reggie,
shit,
that shit ain't no 7% beef, dog.
But check
bro.
this out. Hey, you grab
Bro.
that canned
Somebody
dog
said
food.
it was
Oh
made
my
with
goodness.
sawdust or something. I
Nah,
can't.
it come in a bag. Look like slime. It like
Hey,
some
yeah.
green and
Oh,
yellow
you
shit.
worked there, didn't you?
Yeah, when they
Somebody
cook
said it.
it, that shit turn to beef. It look just like beef when you cook it.
Stove probably fuck with a bitch that worked there.
Hey,
Nah, my homeboy, he the manager at McCormick. They sell the Taco Bell that shit.
that's what I was gonna say. Like, hey, it come in a plastic ass bag. Hey,
Yeah,
you dump that bitch in that hot water.
it turned to beef, dog.
What? Why? What the fuck?
Hey,
I
Hey, I
swear
be
to
hey,
telling
God.
people when
bro.
I eat Taco Bell, they never believe me. Bro, you always on some dumb shit, bro. You always saying something crazy. I
Bro,
said,
I
bro, don't
don't
eat
eat
that shit,
Taco
bro.
Bell.
I said, bro, don't eat
Hey,
that shit, bro.
I ain't eat Taco Bell, nigga, since I was younger. One time I ate Taco Bell, no bullshit, nigga. I swear to God, that
Uh,
shit made me piss out my asshole, boy. I swear to God,
hey, see,
I ain't
only
never
way
ate
I
that
got
shit no more.
hey, if I get some of
I
that
said,
shit,
I don't.
I gotta eat the steak or the chicken. Like they got real steak
I
though.
don't eat nothing but like if I
Right.
do go to Taco Bell, I don't eat nothing but a chicken
It's
quesadilla.
bad.
Yeah, I get the
I don't
chicken
eat none of
quesadilla.
that
That's the
shit.
only thing I get. Chicken quesadilla. That's the only
But
That'd
thing
be
that
the
I
only
steak,
get.
thing I
and
eat.
that steak be right though.
I
I
I
don't
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 eat
fucking
trust
beef.
that
I'm
with
be
it.
shit. I don't
motherfucking
trust that
hungry.
shit. I
If
don't.
I eat Taco Bell, nigga, I'm be hungry. I
Oh
swear
yeah,
to God, I'm be
it
Hey,
hungry,
definitely
see,
nigga.
like
I'm like that.
between that and like another bad alternative.
That gotta be the only thing open, bro.
Like,
And I don't have it.
It's
Yeah, it
Hey,
got to
look,
be like
look,
2 in the morning,
I'm
nigga.
in a,
Like, damn.
I'm in a yeah, podcast.
I'm going to the house on your ass.
Look.
I'm going to the house.
All right,
Hey
bro.
man, who the fuck you up put on camera, man? You need to just put in random white folks on camera. I told you
Hey,
about just talking to white
hey, tell
people.
him get. Hey, tell him
Nah,
get his ass on the
nah,
podcast. Hey,
I just
tell him
nah.
get
I
his
work
ass in the
with
truck,
hey,
goddamn.
he my high pole. Hey, look,
he
We
the
want
one
to hear
walked
his
he,
up on
opinion
me.
on some
Hey,
bullshit.
he the one getting
he
up there.
walked up on me. I had to drop a blunt in the side door and shit. I'm like, God damn, man, go away. I'm good
Motherfucker
now.
being nosy,
That's
goddamn.
how it be.
Yeah. He told me I'm gonna sneak up on you. Oh, you caught me. Get back.
It's cool. I'm only dropping the
White
audio of
boy do
this,
be on
so
that
it's
weird
okay.
shit.
You should have said I'm free, nigga. I ain't no slave. Fuck you sneaking up
Hey,
on me for, nigga. I'll beat your
Give us free, nigga.
hey, Hey, you should hear how I talk to these white boys out here at my job. They be like, man, you're
Oh,
racist. I'm like, all right, that's cool. You know, y'all been racist for
You
years.
got to tell them you American, bro.
You feel me?
Hey, hey, you can't be American and not racist. You can't be it. You got to be racist if you're American, nigga.
Man, I tell them
we
niggas they
might
been
gonna have
racist
to
for
edit this
years.
video.
They been calling us niggas for since
Oh no, we
niggas been
can't make this
invented.
video. We can't make this video. This got to be audio only.
Oh man, we gonna
Y'all niggas is wild.
Hey, I'm serious.
Yeah.
But look,
this,
hey, I'm
this is the
recording on my
wildest
phone.
episode of the Life Game ever.
You hear me, Chuck?
Yeah.
I'm recording on my phone
That's how
live.
I got now.
Yo,
I'm gonna get the other.
Oh,
We ain't gonna have to edit this,
hey,
Silver.
what's that?
Oh,
That's the Columbia?
Cuban cigar, cause he was.
Oh, okay.
oh,
you been
watch out
uh-oh.
now.
Hey,
You
look,
got that Cohiba?
you know what they
Yeah,
call
man.
this?
I got me one. Who you fought with them cigars? Step out.
Man, they call this
I just started when my
a
homegirl took
Cali
me to
That
cigar.
that
Miami.
nigga.
I started then.
We went to one of there Atlanta Station.
I fuck with him, boy.
Man, what the fuck you
Yeah,
rolling
we can
over
get together
there?
on him, boy. I be fucking with him.
Hey, Matt
Man,
got a
you rolling
baseball
a
bat over
Oh
big
there.
no, nigga,
still?
this what I roll right here.
Oh, okay.
But this that, hey,
That shit look like a
this
goddamn
that, this
Jamaican.
this a lunatic cigar, bro.
Look like a baseball bat. Goddamn.
Yeah, this a lunatic cigar, bro. Hold on, I'm
That
gonna
nigga
show it
had
to you,
a
nigga. Why
whole
this?
Oh,
goddamn
Why
what?
this? Hold
That
up.
nigga had a
pound
sheet
in the
over there,
goddamn.
goddamn me.
Yeah,
Nah,
damn, nigga.
nah, bro, that bitch a lunatic.
Yeah.
If y'all can
Oh,
see that
okay.
shit.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, oh,
Yeah,
oh.
They call this a Cali
That
this
look
a
cigar.
like
triple.
that look
That's a
like
triple Maduro, motherfucker.
Yeah,
That bitch for
Hey, what
sure.
you drink? Hey,
I
what
ain't
you
got one
drinking
of
with it
those.
though?
I got me a funny cigarette.
I drank little Johnny Walker or something. Hold up, I show it to you. Hold up.
That's what I'm saying.
We sip a
You gotta
little,
drink.
we sip a little scotch with that motherfucker.
this boy said.
Okay, you gotta drink
Believe it,
something with it.
believe it.
You gotta drink something with it.
Yeah,
Got
yeah.
to. You smoke a
You know I
cigar,
be
bro. You
on it.
gotta
You know
have
I be
some
on it.
whiskey.
This,
You got some
this
whiskey,
man said.
bourbon, or some scotch, something
Yeah,
like
you know
that.
I be on that shit.
Hey Matt, when you coming back
On
down,
goddamn
man?
I
When you
told you
shit,
we
nigga.
coming
I'll
back
going
probably be
down,
back
downtown.
down
I
there.
told you we're gonna go
Goddamn
downtown, bro. I'm gonna take it downtown.
Chuck? When
September. I'll probably be down there around late summer, September time frame.
hey Chuck, you going back to ATL before then?
Yeah.
Man, you gotta let
I
me know
probably
like
go.
two. Hey, you gotta let me know like 2-3 weeks in advance so I can take off.
All right,
Cause I
I'll let you
ain't
know.
gonna lie to you, I'll fly out there with your ass.
I'll let you know. Nigga,
You
I'm
know what I'm saying?
kind of even in the next couple months.
Man, you gotta let me know
Bet.
like couple weeks in advance so I can go ahead and take that off so I can go ahead and shoot out with you.
I'll let you know.
Hey, but
Bet.
hey,
All
no,
right.
hey, but I wanted to talk to y'all guys though,
What's up?
like because like Chuck, you already know I do this like oversized load, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the money in it, bro, is like ridiculous, like super dumb. Like my boss, he's a multi-millionaire off after 5 years. Look at his head, he just turned it. He's like, what? Yeah, it's in Houston. So like my company, I've been there for 3 years, so I know all the ins and the outs and everything, right? And now I'm just still building my clientele. Well, I built my clientele, you got word of mouth, you gotta know different people in order to get contracts. You know what I'm saying? It's about who you know, not what you know. So that's what I'm finna start in the next 6 months or so, 5-6 months. And I'm going out on the branch and I'm trying to mix with these white boys. It's gonna be
So
hard in the
for that
beginning.
business, for that type of business in that sector, what do you need?
Well, I need strong black men just like me to whether white boy say something, you gotta just fucking roll with the punch in order to get this money.
Oh, listen. I got an answer for that. Um, I really don't like when folks use when folks use the N word and all that. It really doesn't bother me that much,
Okay.
and the reason being is because that's not really true racism.
No, yeah,
In my opinion, true racism is when someone's stopping you from being able to provide for your family.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So you call me a racial slur, as I'll call you a racial slur back if we want to play that game, or
okay,
or or on the other hand, if I'm in a position where I don't need to be biting the hand that's feeding me, then I'll let certain things slide because at the end of the day, it's not stopping my money. And if that's what I have to endure to get the job done, that's what I'm a man for.
yeah, yeah. I
You
feel
know what
that.
I'm saying? So if I got to deal with somebody's mouth in order to become a millionaire,
Yeah,
then okay,
yeah. Let's
you
get this
know,
money.
give me
See,
the,
see,
right.
see. Also, the thing is, like, we do a lot of work in like Louisiana, like Atlanta. Y'all next door to Louisiana, right?
Yeah.
So the thing with the white people in Houston, Texas,
Hmm.
is they're fucking greedy with their money. They don't want nobody a part of shit, right? So that's why they're never going to expand to a global topic. You know what I'm saying? And, so what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to expand outside of Texas, as well as in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Because I know
Okay.
for a fact, Louisiana, Oklahoma, uh, certain parts of
Well,
Atlanta, Florida,
let me speak
New
on that
York.
real quick. I look at it like this, bro. When you're trying to break into a market that either you're not familiar with or a business on a different level, I believe that it's important to be able to provide a value for people to fuck with you. Like they got to have a reason to fuck with you. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? They have to have a reason to bring you into whatever the fuck they got going on.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And so I think that's important, especially when you're dealing with people of another color, because there's all besides the cultural divide, there's we don't know a preconceived. That's why I always go in any situation like I don't know you, you don't know me, so I'm gonna show you who I am, and you deal with, you know what I'm saying. Show me who you are,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying,
yeah,
and whatever the capacity, how we deal with each other, especially for business. So anything business, I keep professional,
hmm
and it's always about at the end of the day what if I'm performing a service, whether if I'm doing cameras or whether I'm setting up a network or whether no matter what it is, it's about what my clients want and the value I can provide them, um as that service. So I think that's
yeah,
important too when you say, hey, they don't want to expand, or and it's and third, I think also is inherent to provide value because they don't owe you shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And so it's important to be like, hey, nigga, I earned this, so this is what I bring to the table.
yeah. I feel what you're saying, but like, okay, so I've been going at this like this. I'm thinking of a stock market, right? So like, I'm myself as a stock. You feel me? So, boom. Right now in this industry, my name is very known. You know what I'm saying? And like, I have a lot of people that like my work and like the people that I brought with me. You feel me? So like, the customers that we work for request me. I have my certifications. I have everything. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm
Which,
I'm still young. You feel me?
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I'm
which
still young, so I'm still trying to figure out the kinks and
give yourself a couple more years though.
yeah, I'm
I
still
say,
trying
I
to figure
say
out the kinks.
the ins and outs of it, like that's what I'm saying. It's figure out what it is that you think that you might be missing. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? And try to go into it with like an open, free mind. Like don't no preconceived notion. But you all right over there?
but the biggest,
Boy, you just boy, you
biggest
swung
fly
hard as a
came,
motherfucker, boy.
He said
boy,
that.
the
Hey,
biggest fly,
he
the
said
biggest
that man
fly came in my window, boy, and just came right at me. I said, "Pow!" Anyway,
Bro.
yeah.
It's gonna take a few years anyway to build your dynasty anyway, man.
Yeah.
Nothing great never happened overnight.
And that's why I say 5 years, bro. You already been there 3. I say
Yeah.
give yourself a couple more because in 5 years, you pretty much know that whatever industry you in, you
Yeah.
know, you don't hit damn near every scenario within that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so you'll have that part and you'll understand more about the business because they're gonna start giving you more shit to do and under responsibility on the administrative side.
Oh,
All the
100%.
ins and outs of it.
Like, cause you
That
gotta
what it's about,
understand, like,
understanding that shit.
okay, the customers, like, right, the customers that we work for, I bust my ass, I do what I do. Boom, them hoes, they come up to me and tell me the prices that they running. They telling me how much, like, how long, or they break down, or per truck, they break down per maintenance, they break down per person in the truck that you gotta pay fucking per diem to. They break everything down, bro, into a fucking T to me. But I don't do nothing be chilling, drinking beer with them. And they be like, man, you want me to tell you how much these motherfuckers are charging me? You know what I'm saying? And they start breaking down numbers to me, bro. But I'm a numbers man, so I don't forget that shit. I be over there like, yo, damn, that's fucked up. Damn.
Hey, the way you learn about the game at just
That's
sitting
what I'm
down drinking
saying.
with a motherfucker.
You
Go
just
You,
sit
learn.
there and soak it
you
up.
feel me?
That's where it's at.
Hey, bro,
You know,
and I be, hey, and I drink with all of them, bro. I be out here just chilling, drinking with them. Boom. Sometimes I smoke a little blunt with the owners of the companies. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, they be like, man, hell yeah, JB. If you ever get, man, I had a owner of the company, bro, that we were moving for. He was like, he came up to me on the side. He was like, hey, JB. I was like, what's up? He was like, which one of these motherfuckers are talk? I was like, wow, what's up? He was like, shit, I'm trying to start my own business, and I'm trying to have you run the whole fucking shebang. He's like, just tell me what I need to do. You feel me? So I'm like, man, if he over here, that was about like a year ago. I'm like, man, if he over here saying that, and I only been here for 2 years, you feel me? Like, imagine what I can accomplish on my own, bro. Like without his fucking help, because at the end of the day, I feel like he gonna judge me because he white, bro.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah.
Judge the
And
fuck out of me, bro.
here,
You know what I'm saying? He gonna
see,
judge the
here's
fuck
the
out of me,
thing,
bro.
because he's looking at you. See, and this is where a lot of guys get caught up in, especially guys who work in corporate America. You get caught up in being the worker.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And so they put you in that you know what I'm saying, that and they just keep you. They try to keep you over there
yeah,
because what you end up doing is making them more money
yeah.
or getting
That's
them promoted.
okay. Want me to tell you what they do to black people in Texas? I'm gonna be real. In the oil field industry, okay, say they start you off at like $15 an hour, right? They might start this white boy off at $15 an hour, but after they 30 days, they gonna get that white boy a raise.
Mhm.
Yep.
A nigga, you gotta go and talk to them folks.
Yeah, you got to go know some shit.
Hey,
You know
hey,
how to.
bro, I know I'm due for my motherfucking raise. What's up, bro? You gave such and such a raise, bro. You ain't, well, we gonna have a meeting with you in 2 weeks. What? So you expect me to work 2 weeks with this same pay? Nah, something gotta shake. Y'all finna go and burn. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I had to do to my company 4 times, bro, in order for them to give me my pay.
Yep.
And hands down, I'm the best worker at that bitch.
That's what I'm saying. They would have tried to keep you working hard for cheap. You know what I'm saying?
You know that.
Oh,
So
okay,
you got to
so
go in
but
there. You
a
got it
white
right,
boy,
but you knew your value,
yeah,
and so
yeah,
again, you can do that when you have leverage and you know your value,
yeah. That means you have
because you affect their bottom line directly. You feel what I'm
you
saying?
got clarity. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what I'm talking about.
You're in a position to where nobody is at that position, and you're steady improving because like everybody that you've already surpassed is older than you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's my time to like, damn. So boom, I start the company. I got maybe 2 or 3 niggas that's my age, or maybe Mexican, or maybe a white. But I don't give a fuck. Like shit, we gonna get this money. Fuck, you feel me? So like, we all start to bang it out. Now we hiring youngsters, majority young black males, majority young Mexican males.
That's where that's where it started though. Like, you know what I'm saying, building
But
your shit so you could put niggas on.
okay, so Atlanta's different. Y'all gonna put black folk on. Man, you can be an owner of a black
It ain't that
company
different.
in Texas and you gonna hire but white boys. I be like, damn, like, oh, I can't get a job, man. I be like, oh, for real? I be like, man, my nigga on that. Woo. Boom, go and get my nigga a job, though. Other than that, it's number white boys, maybe a couple Mexicans. So whenever they say Black Lives Matter, like, that's just some crazy fucking places, bro. That's in Mississippi. That's in Texas, certain parts of Texas. That's in Alabama. That's in North Carolina. That's in Virginia. It's fucked up. Certain parts of Florida. You know what I'm saying? Like like in Texas, it's tough. Especially where I'm from. Like it's real country out there. Goddamn me. See, it's real country, bro.
Country than a motherfucker.
Hey, real
They
country,
gotta.
bro. Like.
This
Man,
is a
you been
city.
up there a little bit. That shit
Hey,
like
if
nigga,
a
where we
white boy
was
asks you,
like damn near downtown.
if a white boy asks you to fight, he might got some. I swear to God, if a white boy asks you to fight, he might got some because his family told him you better not get whooped by a nigger and come to my house. You know what I'm saying? Like for real,
Fact.
bro.
That's fact.
On God, bro, right hand the man, bro. And then we getting the same torture. You better not get whooped by no motherfucking white boy and come to my house. The essay's getting it worse. You better not get whooped by no negro and come to my fucking house, way. You know what I'm talking about? Like, everybody, like the essays and the white boys stuck together, swear to God. And then the niggas stuck together. But we were beating them up every day. Both of them. Had to run for school and shit. You know what I'm saying?
They had to combine shit.
Hey, but shit, that was the old days. But like now, it's still the same. Mexicans and whites gonna be like this, and the nigga gonna be just over here by his motherfucking self. 100%, bro. The field that I'm in, that's the oil field. So like I'm transporting like
I don't
industrial.
know. I haven't gotten that though.
Huh?
I don't know. You know, I don't know, bro. Like, you know, I'm in corporate, so like when you dealing with like I've dealt with both. You know what I'm saying? Like I dealt with white boys who straight up just don't fuck with niggas. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to fuck with niggas,
Hey,
and I've dealt with some that just be, you know what I'm saying, cool as fuck. Like all my bosses been cool as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
but listen, let me tell you why they cool.
They help me.
You're a badass. Hey, you're a badass worker. You know what I'm saying? Like my bosses, they cool with me because I make them money.
Oh yeah, of course. That's the initiator,
But at the end of the day, they still gonna be
like
at home and call you a nigga to their friends.
Well, here's the thing.
nah. See
I
they
just don't really.
Hey, bro.
To
see
me,
Cone think because you
Bro,
know what I'm
I
talking about.
lived in the
And
White
see,
House for 3 years, bro.
Cone,
After my mom passed, I lived in the White House. I had a white mom and a white dad. Bro, I had, man, them folks said nigga like a lot, bro. Not nigger.
With
And
the
I'm
ER
just
number.
like, I ain't trying to
Now you
overstay
know
my
it
welcome,
disrespect.
though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to overstay my welcome, but I'm just like, man, you really gonna say that shit? Like, I ain't sitting right here. All right, bet I'm gonna just go to my room and chill
Y'all
out.
give a fuck if you sitting right there.
You feel me? I promise you, bro. I went to an all-white school, bro. When them white person get mad enough, they gonna say nigga, bro. They gonna call you that.
That they first defense.
Yeah, that was their default.
They get to that certain level, fucking nigger.
Say that shit one more time.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna say fucking nigger. And then you like, damn.
I'm laughing, but it's fucked up though. You know what I'm saying?
Dog got to start spawning that when they say that. I said, well, thank you, Cracker. I appreciate
You
that.
feel me? Like,
Appreciate you, homie.
bro, like,
Smile at them. Thank you, Cracker.
us black folks, we gotta be accustomed to like letting each other know like how it is in different places, bro. Because you might think it's the same where you from, and you come over here and it's totally different, bro. It's a different world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like whites and blacks do not mix. They still segregated here, bro.
But they women like mixing.
But see, I don't know. But see, I haven't experienced it. G. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's
like,
a lie. They still segregated down here, bro.
JB, you grew up here.
I done banged a whole lot of dub G's. But they daddy don't know.
Yeah, facts.
Bro, they still segregated here, bro. Donald Trump is live, baby, out here. I'm talking about what? You'll get killed. You talking about Donald Trump out here, bro? White boy gonna try to shoot you out here in these streets.
That's a different perspective to hear from, though.
I'm
with him. I'm just telling him my experience, but I know I don't doubt that shit like at all, nigga.
I'm just being real.
At all.
Them boys still got Trump flags on their trucks and shit out here. Yeah, man.
I guess I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah, because like
shit.
Hey, you
don't gotta give a fuck.
but you was still brought up different, you feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the way that I was brought up, it was like really old slave ways, nigga. I'm like, what the fuck? You want me to sing this hymnal and hold a tune? What? You want to say yes and no, sir, to the
that
white
is the truth though. You right though, because we like think about that. What I was telling you, man. We did grow up in like a black bubble. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all grew up in a black royalty community. Y'all the fucking black Atlantis. What you mean, nigga? Y'all black Hollywood.
And how people look at us?
Nigga, y'all black royalty. Y'all rich black folks out there. And we the slaves. I sure
That way everybody moved to Atlanta.
Hey, like the color purple I had to fight all my life. I
had to fight all my life.
I've been there, but hop on Wolf Beat, goddamn me.
Damn it, man.
No, but it's different. Hey, Matt. Hey,
what's up, baby?
Hey, you remember when you and Tuck pulled up? I had to beat that Mexican up.
I don't know if you had to beat that nigga up. I remember you whooped his ass though. I'm almost certain he didn't have to beat that crack up.
He didn't whip his ass. He ain't do nothing but hit home one time.
Bing, bitch.
That's not an ass whipping.
Nigga, that's an ass whooping. That's all it takes.
Yeah.
I guess you're technically right. That's true.
Say like, come on, bro. Like they think they.
If it ain't taking nigga but one shot.
But I'm just saying, like, come on, they think they better than us. Out here in Texas, they think the black folks is the bottom of the totem pole. They think
I don't know, bro. Like, but see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know.
Bro, you see what the Mexicans got out here?
I don't get treated like that.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm talking about the black community. You feel me?
He's saying as a whole,
I feel what you're saying, though.
You feel me? Like, look at what the Mexicans
I'm with you on
out
that,
here.
though.
Look what the Mexicans got. Look what the white boys got out here. And then look at the niggas.
No, I'm with you on that. But that's because that goes back to what we had been talking about in a previous episode where the black family's literally been attacked.
Yeah, but like, come on, bro.
Because if you look at the structure, bro, like each of them groups you talking about got a solid foundation of family culture, bro. We the only group that don't.
I know, but like, damn, everybody have their own mindset. And that's why I'm still saying, like, the niggas that refuse to change their mindset, they're really scared, dog. And that goes back to like slavery.
They
They
scared to
scared
stop
for
being
no
niggas, bro.
reason.
They scared to stop being niggas.
You feel me? They scared to stop doing the niggas act and doing nigga whole tendencies and going to, bro, what you partying every Friday night for? What are you celebrating for?
Bro, they that's the culture. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like I want a nigga, bro, tell it, bro.
I used to
Matt
party every Friday night.
Nigga, did
I
we
was
not used to
young.
be in the pool palace or somewhere in
No.
somebody's club from Thursday to Sunday?
But then whenever
They
you
stressing time.
but when you realize it,
You know what I'm saying?
hey,
But that's
baby.
that's what I'm saying. But you come up out that shit once you realize it. But
Yeah.
I think this is what I'm saying.
I think what JB saying is niggas ain't able to realize it out there where he at in a major way because it's still so
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It's still so
divided,
fucking backwards.
Yeah.
It's still
Yeah.
out here. So many niggas scared to speak their voice because they scared what another nigga gotta think. Fuck another nigga, bro. Yeah. That's what I be telling my here, bro. I don't care about none of y'all. That's why when I was out in the streets, I goddamn me going in their mouth every chance I got. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm trying to be chill. I'm trying to do the right thing. Got a little girl and shit now. So like, now I'm trying to build an empire. But the same dudes that's older than me in my age, bro, they still stuck at the same place, stagnant water, bro. If you know anything about stagnant water, bro, it stinks. You go to a lake,
it's infected. It's not healthy. You got to boil that shit. You got to purify it.
So like, come on, bro. The only way that you're gonna change is you gotta change yourself first. So you can't be like, oh, they didn't show me how to do this, bro. Show yourself. When you in school, they don't teach you about Black history. They teach you 1 month, and they teach you about Martin Luther King. They don't teach you about Malcolm X. They teach you about Rosa Parks.
They ain't teach y'all, nigga. They taught us about both of them, but what they did not go, they had a little bit on Malcolm and a lot on Martin. Yeah. They had a little bit on Malcolm.
They teach what they want you to know.
I know, but
they breezed right by Nat Turner.
Hey, but
and then I ain't even hear about Marcus Garvey. I had to read about him. You know what I'm saying?
You hear about the black ball? You hear about the black ball at the White House that Abraham Lincoln had?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's why he got assassinated.
Well, they had the black people back then would build a power base, power structure.
He got assassinated by white folk, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it was a deliberately attack. Right, it was a deliberate attack to attack the power structure, bro. Okay. Like that's been planned from the get go. That's why then you look at it now like, well, why Batman and why black people end up being there? And every time we did,
we been there.
We got destroyed.
We been there.
But right now, this is what I'm trying to say right now, though. Right now, though, ain't no excuse for us not to have our own Black Wall Street. Right now, it ain't no excuse. Because what we can do right now is say fuck everybody else. If we really wanted to, bro.
You still can't say fuck everybody else because of the same reason.
I'm just saying, like, as far as we can, what I mean by that is we can literally make a conscious effort to keep our dollars in our communities longer.
What I'm telling you is the fear is way more stronger now. You got niggas who like the average person, bro. Nobody wants to sacrifice their actual life. Like people don't want to do that for their own family.
Yeah.
Like for example, for your family to be great, for all of our families to be great, we'll have to sacrifice our real lifetime, the one we're living right now, just to make our family great. Not to see them be great, not to share in none of the greatness with them. But the average person don't want to do that, bro. So like the plans and shit have really worked to the degree of it's like, okay, we done scared niggas to the point where a nigga ain't gonna goddamn A nigga ain't gonna goddamn try to come back in. Oh, I'm finna go start up the Black Wall Street and then let my shit get burnt up. How they burnt up everybody else shit type
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, you're
They ain't
right.
trying to do that. So like that really how they keep us what they keep us at, bro. They keep us really in that little box of fear. Oh, that shit hard. They keep us in that little box of fear.
You
So it's
know something,
like
yeah, bro. Our power is in our togetherness, though.
you right. But this the only thing I'm trying to say. The real power that we have is individually creating some shit to a point where a motherfucker want to be together with you. Cause we got groups that we can be together with. It's groups out here. But niggas ain't joining them shits in droves though. So I don't
Yeah.
disagree. And go back to our topic tonight, talking about the black man playbook. Like, bro, I think in that playbook, bro, we all as black men gotta take full control or increasing levels of control over your own life in real life.
Oh yeah, on all levels. And
And
that's what I'm
that's
saying
like
about.
that.
You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that's holding
Damn,
yourself
where that
to a
book go?
standard. So you got to be a standard there. And that's what I was getting to about the hip hop culture versus what it was before. You feel what I'm saying? Because before it was a standard. Before
Right,
that shit, like, you know
right.
what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? There was a standard of a high man, a
Yeah,
black,
I feel you.
especially black man, is supposed to be. That what the whole nation of Islam was about.
My bad, my
So
phone had died.
you good. So what I'm
Are
saying
we
is like that what the whole nation is on about, like that having a standard. So I'm with you on that. And so what I'm saying is the fastest way to get back there, Matt, is to get back to having a standard for niggas to live by. Because right now, it's all right to fuck around and have multiple. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's all right to have multiple kids and every fucking well and niggas just out here living like, you know what I'm saying, with no purpose. Is out here goddamn like JB was saying at the club all every fucking weekend, not really, you know what I'm saying, building. And I get it being at the club because
yeah.
sometimes at the scene a lot of deals get done, a lot of people get met. But at the same time, you got to balance that shit. You know what I'm saying?
But
If you're not being an entertainer, like that's not your lifestyle,
yeah,
then you know what I'm saying? Then
yeah,
why that's different. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I agree with that. Like, if you go into the club, you gotta have some business. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think
Like,
it
that's
definitely
your
should be
job.
business oriented.
You know what I'm saying? That's your job. You want to go meet a new promoter? That's your job. You got to go meet a new client. That's your job.
You
You
got
know
to
what I'm
promote
saying?
your music, or you
Yeah.
doing something. You trying to get artists or whatever you doing in that realm. Got you,
I'm
but
talking
that's
about
different.
no. I'm talking about like people go to bars and stuff, even if they like selling big clients about like building big monuments or things like that. They go to places like chill, relaxed places. You know what I'm saying? Make sure they comfortable, have some drinks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Like
got you. You know, like stay
it,
houses
like
and shit like
it
that.
don't matter what business it is, but shit, make sure it's some business. You know what I'm saying? Like you can go out and have some fun, that's cool, but what do you celebrate for something? You know what I'm saying? What you going out? You got, hey,
But
you
that's having a
you
standard though.
you
That's what
not
I'm saying.
noticing
Go back to what I was saying. Like niggas ain't got no standard of living. Like especially not listening to hip hop music and the hip hop culture. You know what I'm saying? That's why the hip hop. That's why a
But
lot of
it
like
different types of hip hop music though.
it is. But I'm talking about what's being pushed.
Yeah, and
yeah,
what's being that what I mean though. What's being
yeah,
pushed to us is very now. Now we got more control over that now. Niggas ain't gotta listen to that.
yeah.
That's fact.
Bro, I ain't listen to the radio for real since I was probably about 1920, bro.
Was a
I've been
younger
playing
man.
my own music for myself.
Fact.
We just got to look at what's being fed to the
But
masses.
But it's what's but
and
what
see
I'm
that be the
saying is
thing though.
you're right.
And
The key.
the way to accomplish that, in my opinion, would be is to have our own what we've been lacking for a long time has been distribution. Is being in control of an infrastructure that allows us to give our services to the masses
We gotta
that
stop.
we control
So
totally.
we gotta stop supporting that shit too, though.
Okay.
What's that?
We gotta stop supporting the bullshit. You know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
yeah. Well, here's
But
the
a
thing.
lot of times too, it don't
wouldn't
be
have
us
as much.
supporting that shit now too.
We wouldn't have as much. We wouldn't have as much bullshit if we were in control of what was getting pushed. And I'm saying that if we can totally control
So,
our own imagery, then we'd be in charge to say, do we want to put this irresponsible shit out, or do we want to put something that's going to have us moving in a better direction for because honestly, I don't. A lot of us, when you see stuff like pyramids getting built, and you see some of these structures that took, like, for example, like the the Great Wall of China. We're talking like it took a couple thousand years. That means one generation started and worked it until they died, and then the next generation started and worked till they died. And I mean, multiple generations focused on getting this task done, that everyone was following what was the plan. And that means that your people are even that you have a vision that you may not even get a chance to be a beneficiary of, but you know that the mission for your people is build this. We need to build something, and we need to sacrifice for the sake of our people, because even if it takes 10,000 years from now, it's going to be better, and we're going to be in a better position because we've built something together. And it takes an effort, and it takes effort to deal with the emotional problems of every generation, of choosing, having kids with the right woman, and all of that. I'm just saying that there needs to be a grand vision that we should be striving for, not simply just trying to treat our wounds. Like what would a proper Black America look like?
We gotta fix the wound first, man.
Well, here's the thing. What are we? I got you. I feel you. But that's the short term plan.
No, it ain't. That ain't short term. We got generational wounds,
bro.
man.
Right.
What I'm saying,
we got generational wounds.
I mean, but healing the wound is one thing. Like, we have to eventually heal it and then move on to the actual plan that we were trying to accomplish from the get-go. A wound.
What I'm telling you, the plan is
I'm saying
to heal the wound. That's the actual plan.
I understand that, but what I'm saying, in the grand scheme of what we're trying to achieve, healing the wound is short term, especially when you're in the middle of battle. You're not trying to spend generations to heal the wound. You need to heal that wound.
You got to get to a place. He's saying is you can't
wound.
take the eye off the ball. We got to heal the wound, but at the same time, we got to have a place where we're going. We got to have a.
This is what I'm telling you, man.
A goal.
That's what I'm right.
The wound is we have a fractured family, bro.
Right.
We are generations away from fixing the Black family. That is the first and most important goal, period.
Okay.
In my opinion.
I feel you.
We really just one generation away.
We're gonna need.
We more than one now, bro.
The only way you gonna heal that wound, man, is if you
with bleeding families.
Social media, bro.
Right now, we got.
Other than that, that wound gonna get cut open every fucking day.
Right now, bro, we got 2-3 generations of people who live in and are champions of non-nuclear families, bro. We more than one generation away. You got grandmas, daddies, children, and grandchildren who don't even understand the concept of a nuclear family. We multiple generations away from that shit, bro.
But we ain't over here.
Bro, it depends on how. It depends. My thing is that I suspect that we can cut that time in half.
I think it depends on where you're
from. I'm saying is like we can
this is the first time
get the idea into our next generation that's coming up. Hey, it's important that you marry somebody and y'all understand the dynamic. Like if we can get that education out,
Yeah.
that's why
Even
I say we're one generation away. You know what I'm saying?
Even
This
though
is
And do what I'm
if
trying
we
to tell you,
fucked
bro.
up,
I don't disagree with that
yeah, I fuck with that. Even
in
if we
some
fuck
super
up,
ambitious shit, right? But do what I'm telling you though. In order to truly get that message to a child, they have to grow up in an environment where people are living out that message.
I'm with you. Either that or they got to get
That's why I
that
say we
kind of education somewhere.
no, but cause some kids
You
really
remember when we growing
understand
up? They used
and
go ahead.
I'm just saying some kids really understand the expression that their parents are giving them. Like they really feel that shit. Like dad really grew up in this shit. He don't like, you know what I'm saying?
Or he'd be like, "Hey, don't do what I did." If
Yeah,
you
that's
know what
what
I'm
I'm
saying.
saying. Like,
and I get that, but what I'm telling you is it's so much harder for a kid not to do what their parent did because that's who you learn life from. So you
yeah,
could tell them don't do what they did, bro. The best examples is for us to live these things out for
Oh,
our
I'm
children.
with you.
So that's what I'm saying. We
I'm
gotta
with you
like
hey,
on that.
I feel that.
I'm with you on that. But a
Okay.
lot like, but a lot of what I'm saying is a lot of niggas too past going. What I'm saying is all we got to do is we ain't got to get half or whatever back up. You know, get the marriage numbers that much drastically up. If we can do 15% from being 26% married to 41%. You feel what I'm saying? That's a big leap.
Well,
it is, but you
first
can't
off,
convince them many more people to
no,
get married because
yeah,
they're not seeing successful examples of marriage around them, bro. Right
I got
now,
you. I'm with you on
the
that.
average person,
uh,
a lot of people don't want to be married. You can't talk somebody into that. They got to see that. They got to see people
yeah,
who they feel like they resonate with being married. And then you will think to yourself, I'm a marry this female who I'm kicking it with. Or I'm gonna
mm-hmm,
marry this chick who I done had a baby with.
mm-hmm.
You're not gonna do that if you didn't grow up living that shit, bro. Like you're not gonna just do it.
No, but like
I
you
don't
don't
know,
have to
bro.
grow up living it
On some
because
concrete road shit.
I'm
I
One
saying
out
mean,
of every 1,000 niggas might do it.
it could
but
be
you and I
taught.
didn't do that. We didn't grow up in households like that.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm
And look
saying?
how
Like
we look at the
But you want
fractured
something better for
ways.
yourself though.
Check it out though, but look at the fractured ways we got to marriage, bro.
Yeah.
Like I literally we got into a marriage separated and would have stayed separated, bro, if I really did not just decide that basically I'm gonna be so stubborn that I'm not gonna allow my family to break up, bro. That's not a
Yeah.
normal right now. That's not the normal man who's in a relationship at my age range thought process.
Hey, I be feeling where you coming from on
Your
that.
path was totally different. Your
Hey,
path totally different, bro. You
hey,
had
I be,
you had multiple fractured relationships before you even decided you were gonna get married. Then
hey,
when you did get married,
Tug,
you married a female from a whole nother culture.
hey, Tug, Tug,
That's different.
that's
Tug. I feel where he coming from though, Tug.
no.
I feel where
I'm with
I
him. It's
feel where my
just
nigga coming from. Hey, my nigga be speaking some truth.
we had.
That's not like oh we just got married. Like we
Hey,
might think about that
that,
shit at 18. So man,
hey,
you been partner
that
since
shit,
being partner, bro.
that should be
18.
tough. That should be tough, huh?
Me and you both had girls we could have married and stuck it out with or tried to make it work with when we was 16, 17 years old.
Ugh.
A nigga could
And,
have gave
and,
us
and
a
back
bad
and back
money
and
to
back in
marry them.
generations before we would have we would have been married probably.
If we would have grew up
If
in the
we had your
house
same
where
mindset now,
we
yeah.
saw where we grew up, where we saw our daddy deal with our mama in a way where we felt like, you know what I'm saying, he still loved her like through it all. Cause see a lot, you gotta think about it, a lot of time now, bro, a lot of younger people are turned off to committed relationships because all they've seen are fractured relationships.
Fuck shit.
So
I would, yeah, that's true.
like they don't even wanna like they don't even wanna be like they tell each other and I appreciate the honesty, But they tell each other, we're not gonna commit to each other. We're not gonna, you know what I mean? I'm gonna kick it with you until that shit don't work. I'm gonna basically fuck with other hoes. You gonna basically fuck with other niggas. Cause that's some whole other shit. You know, niggas done got even softer. So it's just like, well, I'm gonna let you fuck with four or five other niggas, and I'm gonna just be in rotation. Even though you my girl and I'm loving on you, you loving on me type shit. That's some really twisted shit, bro. That's what I mean when I say it's more than one generation. Because the problem is we're sinking into our mind as a collective as normal
Is
is a non-committal
But
relationship, bro.
but
And
Right.
but
can I,
listen, that's
hey,
not
you
our
can't
can I
age.
make
sustain a
a
marriage like that.
That's not our age group.
now? And the other thing is
That's a younger age group.
you got to understand, like it's funny because when a celebrity is talking about that kind of situation, it's because he's got 10,000 females after him and only trying to get his money. So when he raps about that, that is coming from his experience. But as a brother who is making $40,000 a year and is he might be playing the field, he's listening to a guy who is in a totally different economic and totally different social situation and getting this mentality of a player that, hey, even if you see a good woman, you can't trust her. So, and I'm like, well, you got to keep in mind that a lot of us don't understand the context of which music is coming from.
No, I
The
wouldn't say
life of a celebrity versus the life of a standard brother just trying to, just trying to make it to the next level. His goal is not to be a celebrity where every woman that he comes across is trying to get him for his money and have a baby by him so that they
That's what I'm
can
saying.
use it.
When did that become the culture? A, and then B, what contribute? Like, how did we get here, bro? Like, I mean, we got here, but like, we
And
at
that's
a
what I'm
point
trying
where
to say,
it's
bro.
fucked
It
up.
was
The
like
why did that
lack of
is,
context.
It's a lot of
Context.
reasons, but it's like,
and I'm
God
saying
damn,
though,
like, we got to take accountability and both men and women have to take accountability for how we got here and then making the choices to get us back.
Yeah,
and
when
that's
they
what I'm
talk
telling you,
about
bro. The why is simple.
when they talk
The
about
why come
how
down to, go ahead.
I was going to mention, it's the same thing with some of that, with listening to gangster music. How they treat their women. They live in a world where they take they sleep with a woman. She's
First, that be a lie, bro. They don't even
she's
treat
let.
the women like that.
What I'm saying, I mean, the issue that I'm saying is that lifestyle when you're living a treacherous lifestyle and you bring a woman into your world, she's potentially working for your opposition, the people trying to kill you. And so you have to live that lifestyle of not having to trust nobody. But if you're just a regular dude that works at FedEx or Home Depot.
bro, everybody got ops, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I swear to God.
That's
I
fact.
mean,
Like it's
And
it's
what
it's
I'm
a nigga
saying
you on
is
your Facebook might not like you, but they follow you though.
I mean, I understand, but it's levels to it too. It's like, okay, is every woman out there to take all your
I wouldn't
money,
say
and
no.
and
You can't say every
is every
woman, bro,
woman,
because different women were brought up in different situations, and different women were brought up in different places, different eras,
of
different.
course.
They have different auras about themselves. Like, bro, you can
Well, yeah,
find.
but
Like,
you should be able to
well, you
pick
go to
up.
Brazil, they got a woman that's gonna marry you. Goddamn, she gonna have a girlfriend, and goddamn me, and she gonna have you goddamn pampered eyes. She gonna pay for all your shit, huh?
I mean, here's the thing: is that if you were a dad,
I
if you
am.
were a dad that you you've chosen the woman that you want to be with, and you're a dad, you would happily be making sure that all bills would be paid, and if you if you looking at this woman is somebody who's been around with everybody, and this is a woman that you can't trust and you can't be with, then it's going to be more problematic. But if you've got somebody that you're saying, okay, this is wife material, this is somebody that I can actually create a family structure and build something and have that passed down from generation to generation. And we move, and one day my son is going to make me proud and take the family in a fresher, better direction than even I could have. You have to eventually think that way.
No, because I wouldn't say that, because like every kid that you have, it doesn't matter if you're like, if you have a first kid or second kid and then you finally get married, or a third kid, fourth kid, and you finally get married. Every one of your kids is special to you, so every one of your kids should be able to succeed in your eyes.
Well, of
So like,
course, I don't
even if
disagree.
it's a fair relationship, you still gonna be in your kid's life. That means that you're a committed father.
Right, and I totally agree with you. I don't disagree at all. You are a lot of times the effort that you get whatever you put into something, and that includes your children and the women that you get involved yourself in. But I'm just saying that overall, just generally speaking, that that the most that if you look at probability, if you look at from the numbers perspective, the most successful children tend to come from a two-parent household, just from a numbers perspective. So I'm saying that we need to
That
focus
go back
on
to what I
saying,
was saying, man.
yeah, and I'm thinking is like
That go right back to what I'm saying. Like,
what we need to do
Hey,
is appreciate.
I can't agree with that, because you got two parent households where the daddy beat on the mama every day and the mama scared to leave and shit. The kids traumatized and they be like smokers and shit.
Well,
So
I mean, and that
like my partner, his daddy was the principal of my school and he a dope fiend, like real crackhead on the streets, nigga, like for real. Out
right.
here, really, like nigga living under like goddamn cardboard boxes, nigga.
I
He
mean, I
he
feel
on
you.
and he only 20 some years old. Like, damn, nigga, you got that ain't got no teeth in your mouth.
And I feel you, but the point I'm making is that I don't believe that is the majority. That, you know what I'm saying, I'm saying that yes, that the two parent homes can be problematic at times,
Yeah.
and which you'll find outliers everywhere. But I don't think that on the whole that the majority of black families are broken. I believe that from the numbers that are out there in
Okay.
terms of financial success, in terms of achieving certain milestones,
Okay. If you
that the
say that,
most that the
you
most
gotta look
stable.
at the history of the black family then. Like,
Okay.
if you say that, because majority of the black families, their dads got killed out in the streets by cops. Dad's in jail, might got caught with some weed back in the 90s and shit. He doing motherfucking 30, 40, 50 years in that bitch on
Right.
some weed.
Right.
Come on, man. They destroyed us. Men, black men in the black community where I'm from.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah, that's everywhere.
And all you do is
They
have
attempted that
your
shit everywhere.
you
Some
just have
places
your
more
mother,
successful than others.
right? And
Right.
then if a nigga come in your mama's life and then he gonna be a good nigga to you though.
I'm just saying
So now
that
you in
would
a good
be
house.
right. But I mean, I'm just saying, a stepfather is still considered a two-parent household, and I'm
But
saying that would be the two-parent household is a standard that tends to have the greater economic and socioeconomic success. And so what I'm saying is that we need to, and what Tuck is saying is that we need to be striving for that,
mm-hmm.
to be striving
we
um
do.
for trying to, that if we're gonna have kids anyway, let it be with a woman that we know is going to be good in terms of raising our children, because eventually, for the next generation, let it be let it be under a situation where it's the most stable situation that you can provide for
Married.
them to help succeed. You know,
Don't nobody
But
disagree with that.
yeah, you can't tell if every woman's good or not, bro.
Well, that's the
And see,
thing.
that will come back to the commitment.
Yeah, man.
Of course, and I
And that's what I'm
agree.
trying to tell you.
Mhm.
So, for example, when you said the dude who listening to gangster rap, the reason he listening to gangster rap because he's not living with a man who he feel has a stronger influence than the motherfucker on TV. So I agree with exactly what you're saying, but it still go back to each individual man deciding, okay, I'm gonna sacrifice what's going on with me
Yeah,
to commit to a woman,
yeah,
Yeah,
which means I'm gonna have to commit to her through her ups and her downs.
yeah.
So, and that mean, goddamn it, that mean when that shit get crazy, a nigga can't deal. And you gotta goddamn to JB point,
They
and you
go
gotta
both
keep your
ways.
hands off her.
They go both ways too. She can't dip
Well,
either.
you damn sure shouldn't be getting you no female should be putting their hands on you.
No, I'm saying like she can't dip either.
Hey, again, bro, I'm not seeing women who dipping, who dudes is being healthy and taking care of them. Women don't leave those situations. They don't just be up and running from that.
Yeah, they do.
I,
No. If you taking care of your lady financially, physically, emotionally, mentally, she not leaving that shit. If you trying to use one of them to pay for the other ones, for example, if you think, okay, well, I'm gonna just goddamn dick her down and then I ain't gotta increase her financial edification. I ain't gotta edify her life financially. Oh no,
Nah,
that don't
nah.
work.
I'm
If
talking
you
about. But
think,
what I'm
well,
saying is,
I'm
bro, as growing up,
I just do what I'm saying.
you know as well as I do, there were
You do not
plenty
hear
of
about women.
men. Go ahead. I'm saying is women passed upon
What I'm saying
single
is
men
you don't hear
because they
about
are of the small shit. He may be so a little bit socially awkward, or he may not be as cool or
but
hip or
that's
as
not the
cute as somebody.
overwhelming majority of people though. It's
Yeah, that's
always gonna be
majority of women though,
outliers.
bro. Majority of women go for a
No,
bad boy or pretty boy.
not to commit to talk. They don't be married to them. They be married to lame, boring niggas.
Bruh, they don't. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's
Yeah,
not
they
the
don't be
thing no
married.
more. But that's not the shit. That
But what
ain't
I'm
been the
telling you
shit.
is, if you're taking care of a lady, if you are being her husband, which means you are the provision and the protection for her life.
Mm-hmm.
If you're doing that for her, and you talking to that lady, and you trying to figure out what's going on with her, you trying to understand her, bro. She is not just coming home like, you know what? I don't want to be happy no more, nigga. So I'm gonna just go run away and be single.
So you
That's
saying
not the
dudes should
majority of
not
women
be
right there, bro.
dude? You saying dudes should not be in relationships until they build themselves up ready to take care of a family, more so financially, because that's where
I'm
most
saying
dudes are
a dude
lacking.
should be honest. No, that ain't what more dudes lack at. You get some money in America. Most dudes lack with being able to actually articulate their thoughts and emotions to their lady. They lack in effective communication, and they lack in being able to actively listen.
Yeah.
That's what they really be lacking at. They can go and
You
make
saying
some
so?
money, but they don't know how to come home and actively listen to their lady. They don't know how to ask questions of their lady that activates her
Hey,
mental and emotional
yeah.
psychology.
And
And
what's
then
wrong
take
with
that
the
information and use that to lift her up, to lift y'all up.
yeah.
Most dudes not doing that on a regular
No,
basis, bro. Most
no.
dudes, most
Whoa,
dudes go to
why,
work, make
whoa,
money,
whoa, whoa, whoa,
come
whoa,
home.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah.
Why are we just talking
Most
about
dudes
lifting
don't know how
her
to do
up?
that for themselves, talk.
That's what I'm talking about. So that's what I'm talking about, bro. Why are we talking about lifting them up, or why did that come out?
What else would the man? What else would the man be doing before he had
And
children?
again, I ask you, what is the
Before he got
requirement of the
children,
women?
that's exactly what he should
What
be
is the
doing.
requirement? And I tell you,
Yeah.
I ask you, what is the requirement of the women in a
The
relationship with a
requirement
man?
to do the exact same thing for him.
Women supposed to multiply.
She got to lift him up.
She supposed to multiply and divide.
But this is what I'm telling you, Chuck. The man is the leader. So he has to come into the situation. If, and let me say this though, very, very, like, what I'm trying to really say is, if you want to lead towards a committed relationship with this female, you should be honest with yourself. If you in a phase of your life where you don't understand what true commitment is, you should be honest with yourself. Be honest with that lady. Hey, we can date for a while, but I am not ready for a commitment.
That's what I'm
If you are
talking
ready
about.
for a commitment,
We
then
should
I'm
not
not the
be
guy
having
for
no
you right now.
kids. Right, we shouldn't be having no kid. We shouldn't be doing none of that.
I've been saying that. I am Mr. Cut that shit up. Don't skeet it, huh? I super
Right,
agree with that.
right. Wait, see, we disagree on
Nigga, you shouldn't be skeeting in nobody until you ready to make a lifelong commitment. Cause whether you believe it or not, when you nut and shouted, you just possibly made a lifelong commitment. Whether you with her
possibly,
or not with her.
facts.
I had
Facts.
Possibly strong enough.
Hey,
Big fact. Hey, not disagree with that point. You know what I mean? You
So
disagree.
what I'm saying is,
What I'm saying.
so do what I'm saying. A man got to be able to have a vision of, okay, first I got to be able to do these things for myself. First I got to be able to financially, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually edify myself.
See, that the
Once
thing.
I'm doing that,
That
or
what
to
we
whatever
talking about.
whatever degree I'm doing that to,
That's what we
then
talking
I can bring a lady into that situation with me. Right. That's the playbook. The first thing you got to do, bro, is edify yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. Once you doing that, to whatever degree you doing that to, now you can start attracting them women. Now you can start bringing them women in and say, hey, you know what? I can help you become the best version of you, and you being the best version of you is gonna make me a better version of me. Because it's a reciprocal relationship. It's just a relationship where the man is actually the leader, in my opinion.
I agree with that. What I'm saying is like, what I'm saying is just as a man has to work on himself and be that leader, a woman has to work on herself to understand. See, because you got to understand, a woman got to understand how to work with a man, and that's where they're lacking at, bro. That's where they're lacking at.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You can say a woman ain't gonna walk away, but it's hard. It's gonna take.
I agree.
It take a man to goddamn.
But guess what, though, Tuck?
To be Superman.
They ain't been around.
Right.
They ain't been around. A real man ain't been around in so long. How you expect her to know how to deal with it? She needs see the real man most of her life.
The same reason he got to learn how to. He can need to deal with her. The same how he learned. She need to learn the same damn way. She need to understand.
But then what I'm telling you, Tuck, me and you mean
and how to work with a man. And me and you understand that as a man, we got to know that shit in order to work with the women in our life.
All I'm telling you is we men. That's the reason I'm talking to you about men. If we were women, I would be talking to you about women.
No, bro. Women ain't going to talk to other women about that.
That's exactly who talk to them. That's who teach them how to be a fucking lady before you get with her. Her mama teach her how to be a lady.
But they don't know how to do. They're not teaching them how to do that because bitches are being. I'm sorry, females are being more masculine.
They teaching them from their own perspective. They teaching them from their own perspective. But why? Why? Because in a lot of cases, they was in a relationship that was unhealthy.
Right.
For whatever reason, them and that man ain't together. That man ain't say, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and commit to you since I done fucked around nutting in your ass. Cause what I shouldn't have did with nutting you before I was ready to commit to you. Cause this is a commitment. Nutting you is a commitment.
So the nigga told her he wasn't gonna commit to her before she had the baby most of the time.
No. After you nutted her, you already committed. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
That's what we do.
You committed to the possibility of a lifelong connection.
The possibility different. I agree with that part. Like you can't say you committed though.
You committed to the possibility.
You committed to the possibility of
That's enough.
lifelong commitment of taking care of another life. Facts. What I'm saying is that woman
And the best way to take care of their life
that woman
is to
also has a choice to allow you to skid in her, to be allowed to deal with you on whatever level she dealing with you, and to
I'm not
allow
talking
herself
about
to
that.
have a kid by you.
Why
That's
would we
her side.
start at a part of the equation
I'm
that's
with you.
not first, bro?
I'm with you.
Start at the
I
first
told
part
you.
of the equation.
But what I'm saying
Reggie,
is,
you always go back to that same thing, Reggie.
I'm with him on that, bro. I'm not with because we talking because we
So it's
breaking down.
everything over after that.
We breaking down
Everything over after that, Tuck.
what's happening between the two sides. You know what I'm saying? Like what man need to do,
Hey,
what the
Tuck,
women need to do.
listen
That's
what I'm
all
trying to tell you, Tuck.
And what I'm saying, as a man who
Listen, they won't tell you, Tuck.
look, listen, let me say the
Go
main
ahead.
point. Let me make the point. As a man who, if you got yourself together, you doing your thing, you don't choose a woman that needs all that damn work. You choose your woman who's ready to be with a man and understand how to work with a man. You don't choose that
They
woman.
all need to work though, Tuck.
No, but you just said the man you build you.
They
you
all need
build
to be
yourself up
edified
you
by a
ready
man.
to contribute and lead a woman, right? And so you don't lead a woman that don't know how to work with a man. That's all I'm saying. You find your woman that understands and know how to work with a man, and then that's the woman you choose. So that way,
What
you
they
ain't
got?
gotta
Don't
be
that make more
this
sense?
super nigga that you talking about. You can focus on building, and she focus on inspiring you and back and forth. Yeah,
So
that
you
way.
don't got to be a Superman to not nutting nobody before you ready to commit to a lifelong possibility
Bro,
of
that
a
ain't what I'm
child.
talking about, bro.
That's all
You
I'm talking
talking
about.
to
That's exactly what I'm talking
No,
about.
what I'm talking about is what you just said. If what I'm saying is if the chick ain't ready, she needs work or whatever the hell would like, so, cause you ain't got to do all that. To most females, if she understand how
I'm
to
not
work with a
describing
man,
nothing that the chick need right now. I'm
no,
not
cause you
describing nothing the chick need right
no,
now. No
bro.
He
matter
talking about
what
men
lady
right
you
now,
get
Reggie. He
with.
talking about
What you
men right
just
now.
said was
I'm talking about men, bro.
He talking
men
about men.
leading doing the chick, cause you talking about the chick
I'm gonna tell you what I'm saying.
being able to deal with her highs and lows.
Hold
And
on.
I'm
I
saying a
tell you
chick
what I'm
that work
saying.
with a man, that know how to work with a man, understand
I don't
what
think you
it takes.
understand what I'm trying to
Okay.
tell you, Tuck. I'm not talking about the female. All I'm telling you is a perfect woman who is ready to follow her man when the specific guy who gets with her, whoever that guy is, no matter how perfect she is, no matter how perfect he is, he's still his job, his function in her life is still to lead the edification of their lives in the areas of physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and financial
Right.
edification.
And we just talked about the dude
No matter how ready
getting
she
himself
is,
ready
Tuck.
to do that. We just talked about himself getting himself ready. Right. And what I'm saying is for the guy who
And
got
the only
himself
thing
ready
I'm
to do
saying
that,
is,
all I'm saying is for the guy who got himself ready to do that, you don't need to deal to lead a woman. You need to lead a woman that's ready to deal with a man that's understand how to work with a man. You
Hey,
don't
that's just
need
like,
one. You don't need a woman that's more
why we
masculine
talking
like
about the
most
woman
men
though?
out here.
hey, what's that? Hey, what's
Because
that
that's
quote
going to
they say
allow
about the
us to
horse?
keep building future generations.
Hey,
Otherwise, we gonna keep in these broken ass relationships because a dude 9 times out of 10 ain't gonna have the patience to do what you just said, bro.
hey, what
If
they
he
say
dealing
about
with
a
a
horse
woman that ain't
though?
ready to
Then
deal
guess
with a
what?
man,
You
if
can
she
Hey,
lead
He
ain't
a
just
ready
horse
to
choose
to
deal,
another
the water, but you
female.
make him
hey, JB
drink.
trying to
right?
say something,
That's
man.
all I'm saying. Choose
Let's see
another
what
female.
JB trying to say.
Hey,
JB
what
trying to
they say about that horse? You can lead him to that water, but you can't make him drink.
So choose another female. That's all I'm saying, bro.
You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah, I'm
can't.
not even talking about her. I'm not talking about no woman.
He
I'm
just
trying
And,
to
talking
make
about the
that
and,
man.
clear.
and I'm
He
telling the
talking about the
man,
man.
right? We
Even
talking to
like the
the man.
man,
We telling the
hey,
man,
even
hey,
the man,
be the
bro.
nigga you need to
If
be,
the
bro.
nigga, listen,
Build
bro,
your
if the
ass up.
nigga ain't
Understand how to
ready,
work with
man,
women and lead the
be
women
ready.
physically, emotionally. Understand the effectively communicate your vision of what you're trying to do. So you know what I'm saying. But the woman got to
No, you got to be
understand,
able to effectively communicate everything, not just
right?
your vision. You got to be able to sit down and actively listen to that female. What I'm telling you is, after you're ready to do that, it don't matter who you choose. That's on you individually.
Yeah.
You can choose a masculine woman. You can choose a feminine woman. You can choose whatever you want to choose. What I'm telling you is, if whatever lady life you walk into with that type of energy, If she is masculine, she gonna quickly melt that shit because now she can release that burden, bro. If she not masculine, she gonna already be where you need her to be at. But again, that's on that man's choice. I'm not talking about his choice. That's his personal choice.
Hey,
All I'm trying to help him understand is what to really expect when he get into a relationship. Don't think, oh, well, just because I got a dick and I started talking, that the bitch supposed to listen to me.
Oh no. No.
Don't think that, oh well, I made money. So since I made money, then
I'll say this.
you know what I'm saying?
I'll say this. I don't agree with that. I mean, I agree with that as far as you know what I'm saying. You can't just say, oh, because I'm a nigga, you gotta do A, B, C, X, Y, Z. But at the same time, see,
at some point,
what is a woman's natural position then, bro?
Family structure has to find its natural balance and find
to be your partner.
That's all I'm getting at.
To be your partner, Tuck. The natural position is to be your partner and to help you. You protect and provide. She nourishes the relationship and the family. Her nourishment is broken up into them same degrees: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial.
She's the passer of
even
culture.
If she not making
right, the women gonna pass down the culture.
No, she's only the passer of culture if the dude chooses to not participate.
So what?
He has to literally. The woman is the single passer of culture only if the man chooses not to actively participate in the relationship and in the family. Otherwise, both of their impacts are going to impact the child, which is the culture.
Here's the thing. You have, all right, so here's where what I'm saying is, and this is where a lot of things, I don't know. It's just my perspective on it. You have ways where a woman may be on her own shit, you know what I'm saying, within certain realm, you know what I'm saying? And so
no, quantify that for me. Help me understand what you're trying to say.
Well, what I'm saying is like, let's say, like you see marriages all the time where you might have one person that might be Muslim and one person might be Christian, or one person might be Christian, one person might be, you know what I'm saying, like shit that and so that right there is different shit, you know what I'm saying? Because even though they might vibe with each other, like, you know what I'm saying, like even before I've dealt with chicks that were Muslim, like, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that, and it's like it's different shit, you know what I'm saying? Like it's different, you know what I mean? I can't explain.
But what I'm telling you is, if they grow up in the house and one Muslim, one Christian,
what if there's a cultural mismatch and she's not ready to deal with or get on the page as the man as far as that right on the spiritual? How and then how does that?
Then you understand that go back to him choosing that. He chose that. He chose a lady who he understood was different than him culturally, and he still committed to her. So in that situation, in that household,
so she has no ties or no responsibility to follow his spirituality or his religion just because that's her part of the commitment.
No, I didn't say. I'm not talking about her again. So I'm not talking about her. I'm telling you that in order for them to have gotten together,
I asked you involved another.
I'm finna try to.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm finna try to answer it for you.
He chose that.
In order for that,
also chose that too. Right.
In order for the family to have started, he chose to create the possibility of a lifelong connection, and then he further chose to commit himself to this lady and try to lead her in the way that he thought was the best way, or the way that he thinks is the best way. She is disagreeing with that by continuing to live whichever way she feels like she wants to live. She's disagreeing with that.
Right.
What I'm
So
telling
then,
you is,
okay,
in that moment, the culture, because we were talking about the culture being passed down. In that
right.
moment, both cultures are being imparted onto that child, not just hers. Yeah,
But
both of
do you
them,
understand?
the dad and the mama, are imparting knowledge and wisdom onto that child. He talking to her. He talking to his child about the Muslim world if he the Muslim, or the Christian world if he the Christian, and she talking to him to the child about whatever religion she believe in.
Well, how does that affect the child seeing that?
Now,
Okay, I got a mom that's doing this, and got a dad that's supposed to be the leader that she won't follow him on his shit. But I don't know. That's what I'm
did the
saying. Like, how does
thing.
that?
So then the
He gonna
man
look
got to
at it.
think to himself. Do what I'm. Do what I'm trying to tell you. Do what the man got to think to himself as a leader. Okay, how am I presenting this message? What's going on with this message that she's not able to agree to? What is it? What is it about the message that she can't agree to? Is it the fact that she need to believe that Jesus was the only Messiah? Is that what it is? So that's what your job is as a leader then, is to figure out, okay, there's a problem. I
Wait,
perceive a problem here.
I understand that part, but this is what I'm saying. You
What I'm telling you is if you keep trying to solve the problem, Tuck, as a man, you eventually will solve the problem. She not gonna just be like, nigga, fuck you, I'm doing the opposite every day. She not gonna do that for a
well,
lifetime, Tuck.
I mean,
She not gonna do that.
so
Not if you doing
you got it
everything else that you're supposed to
again.
be
This is
doing.
what I'm talking about being Superman. So you got to So the man has to
That's not
overextend
Superman.
himself,
That's effective communication.
bruh. Effective communication for you. All right.
And you understand you asking the lady to do the
Hey, can
same
you
thing.
hear
You
me?
asking her to extend herself.
Yo,
Yeah,
can you? Why'd you
go
mute
ahead.
for like 20 minutes? Hey, I'm over here yelling, yo, hey, yo.
But that's all I'm saying, bro.
No, bro.
Hey,
What I'm saying is like I got you. Like I'm not disagreeing with. What I'm saying is in order
Steve,
to.
no.
What I'm saying is, and I'm basing on all this shit on good faith.
No, Steve.
listen, bro,
That's
but
all I'm
listen,
saying. Basing this
Huh?
shit on
like,
good faith.
like I was trying to say, bro, like, all right, check it. I'm the type of motherfucker. I know I grew up Baptist, Southern Baptist. You feel me? Probably y'all grew up Baptist too. You feel me? Like, but I'm not gonna press that on my daughter though. I'm a teacher like what's good and what's bad. You feel me? I'm gonna teach her what's right and what's wrong. But it's a whole spiritual world out here. Like you gotta like I'm gonna lead you the right direction. I'm gonna tell you what they say and how they say that. Oh, Jesus is supposed to be your Lord and Savior and everything, but you know what I'm saying. I ain't gonna try to lead her in the direction I want her to think on her own. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna try to press
And that'll be the type of lady that you choose.
but I'm no, I'm just saying
And
I'm
that's
not gonna.
cool.
But
He's saying to his
her
daughter,
mama might press a religion on her, right? But I'm not though. I'm not gonna press no religion on a child.
right? So who you think the child is going to identify more with? If you understand what I'm saying? If you
But
both y'all
What I'm telling
communicating
you
to
is,
this kid,
but if you
and what
press
I'm
that
saying
religion,
is
right?
if we're going to have effective households, there
Yeah.
has to be a woman that's willing to work with a man. It's like, hey, if I'm choosing to have a kid by this dude, or we're choosing to build and make a family, if this guy is suitable enough for me to have a kid with, then he's suitable. He should be suitable enough for me to listen to spiritually. He's provided for me financially. He's provided for me on emotional level. As far as, hey, I can go talk to him about anything. I can go anything I need. I can go communicate that to him. You know what I'm
But
saying? So it's incumbent upon the woman to then work with a man. I believe, and this is what a man should look for. Since we're talking about men, I'm telling you, men, you look for a woman that is willing to do those things for you. That's what you're looking for in a woman. You're not trying to don't simp, don't
I
try
don't
to
disagree with that.
don't spurge any hoes or nothing like that. That's what I'm talking about. That's all I'm saying. Is if you for as a man, that shit that you offer is way more than what a woman offers. So what you need to do is offer more. You need to be able to offer that. I'm talking about for a guy who is of sound mind, who is financially stable, who is can communicate that effectively to a woman. Not only about himself and who he is, and just like you said, the whole shit. For that type of dude, yeah, he bring a whole lot more because he's the guy that has to be the leader, and is he's more valuable because it ain't that many of those type of dudes. A and then B, uh, uh, he has to be solid in all those areas in order for the next generation to build.
He don't got to be solid talk. He can be a work in progress, just like the female a work in progress. That's what life is.
Yeah, he
So,
can be
but when
solid
I
in
say,
certain.
this is what I'm talking about. When I tell you, when I say, hey, she got to stay too. Most women, bro, if he lacking in some shit that she don't, this is what I'm talking about. If he's a work in progress, most women ain't staying either. They not.
Well, not
Is
not the
what
one,
I'm talking about? What he lacking, bro?
not the one to
And
want to
if the
educate
woman
the
leaving,
situation.
bro, then cool. Why we tripping? If you don't nut in them, let her go.
These new black
We
girls,
right back to what I'm telling you.
Bro,
Don't skid in none
this
on.
is most, and that ain't what I be saying. Like I'm happy I'm married because this is most of the dating pool now, nigga. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This is not just. It's
And
not
that's
one off.
because it's so many fuck boy lies and lames. That's why.
so
These
the women,
women ain't running into men who can actually help edify their life. They running into a nigga who want to put some dick in him and tell him that he got some money, so he should be able to do whatever he want to do. That nigga ain't talking to her. That nigga ain't listening to her. He not taking her. If she give him an idea, he don't take that idea, go turn that idea, manifest it into the world, then turn around and say, you know what? I really appreciate you for thinking like that. Can you think like that some more so I can go make our life better some more? Niggas ain't doing that.
But you think, but so
women ain't
you
doing
saying
that.
there's most women out there that are ready to do that for men?
Hell no.
That's what I'm saying.
Huh?
Hell no.
No, what I'm telling you is,
Those
I say it's
hey,
easy.
bro, just like it's three,
It
four
go,
niggas, it's 3, 4 bitches out there that ain't shit.
Yeah. I
what
think
I'm
about
saying
50.
is,
I think about
I ain't
50,
even
50.
tripping on that. I'm not even tripping on that.
And
Don't
I'm saying
choose
this for the
her.
niggas for the 25%. Watch out for that 75, my G. Don't get caught slipping. Don't skid in
Like, you
that
know,
one of them bitch.
they go both ways.
All right, I got a quick question.
That's all I'm saying, bro.
I got a quick question
Oh,
on.
hold on, Steve. Let me answer your question you had in the chat.
Oh,
I asked you a question in the chat. Hold up.
okay.
That shit ain't black and white like that. Steve. You can't be splitting it down like the mother do the how, the daddy do the why. Life is in shades of gray, bro. You might do why today, how later on tonight. She might know how to do this, but know why the fuck we did that. Life is gray. Life not black and white like that.
Hey, no, you can't communicate your vision with nobody. Like, you got to communicate your vision with motherfuckers that got the same vision as you. Cause what if your wife don't got the same vision as you? You know what I'm saying? So like,
You
so
won't never
like,
know
So,
that if you don't communicate.
so the question.
you
So
hey,
then my
listen, but
question is.
you
So
might
you
throw a
would.
hint out there.
So what you're essentially saying is that it's not really crucial to communicate your vision to your wife and still
Well,
is
I would
that
say no because like I got dreams every night. Like shit, I might have 12 visions.
right. But I'm saying if you were married,
But
you know what I'm
Well,
saying.
then, nigga,
I
you got
might
to
tell
pick one
I'm
I
and
saying
chill
might
out.
tell her hey, I might tell her one or two, but I might go with the third one.
okay.
Then that's on you. You tripping. You ain't even giving no chance to help you.
But look,
Well,
but while I'm going on that third one, I'm gonna say, hey baby, this is what I'm doing.
I mean the point was. So what you're
But it's
saying
gonna
is
be
it's
a
not very.
progress.
It's not that crucial.
No, that's not what I'm saying, Steve.
No,
That's not.
well, I'm saying what
I say
JB is saying is that it's not. It sounds like G is saying that it's not that.
first of all, my thing is she shouldn't even be your wife if she not down with your views. If she not down with the type of lifestyle you trying to move with, she don't need to be your wife. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying you might tell the
And a
truth.
lot of bitches can fake it till they make it, but a lot of bitches gonna show you at the end of the day. They gonna do what they want to do.
Yeah.
They gonna show their hand.
What I'm telling you is tough.
Straightforward, fast. Go ahead.
Just like in every other area of life, bro. The degree to which you handle your own business, bro, you control the business around you. If you a man handling your business, you don't even got to worry about that type of female. You gonna repel her. You don't even got to discuss her. You don't even got to think about her.
Well, no, you got some pretty like
you gonna repel her, bro.
No, I got you, but it's some females that you will be attracted to. They got that energy, like fine chicks. They be like, you be like, ah, damn, you really fucked up. That's why, you know what I'm saying? Like you really fucked up a person.
That's why you gotta discipline yourself to understand it ain't just about the physical look. Or tell yourself, I'm just gonna fuck her. I'm not gonna nut in her.
Right.
I'm not gonna marry her.
That's what happens. But this is what I'm saying. That's what happens a lot of times. And then females get mad because they be the guy they want, but they not ready for the guy they want. They not ready to work with a dude. He busts her. And then now she mad. Now he's a fuck boy. Now he's all these names.
Hey, look.
You understand what I'm
saying?
If
y'all agreed to fuck, and she get mad after y'all fuck, y'all are adults. So that's on her.
We understand.
That ain't got to do with you.
We understand that, but females don't understand that when they feelings in it, 1 + 1 don't equal 2. That shit might be 3.
I ain't saying it do. I'm just saying that's not something you gotta worry about. You don't even gotta. That's why you gotta be disciplined and self-controlled enough to say, "Hey."
But that contributes to.
I didn't nut in you. I didn't lie to you.
Contributes to the narrative that's pushed in our, because we don't control our. Back to what Steve was saying, we don't control our image or no media. So they go back to the narrative that pushes, because women are in their feelings and they speak more on the media for black people, and they don't.
We don't control what?
Men. We don't control our image. We don't control. Black men has no voice in mass media nowhere. We got to go on YouTube and shit.
Why the fuck we give a fuck about mass media in the country that persecuted us since we been here?
That's the narrative that pushed our kids. Why you talking about? Why we got to give a fuck? Because that's the world we live in, bro. That's why we got to give.
No, we don't got to give a fuck about that.
We give a fuck what your kids have easy access to by hitting the fucking button. What you talking about?
And that's why we control that shit. That's why we control that shit with parental apps, nigga.
Right.
Fuck that. You can't get on nothing I ain't agree to.
We can do that. But what I'm saying is there's plenty of single.
Another one. Damn.
Who are we worried about?
We're talking about 80% of the single kids that are born.
You know why they single? That nigga left.
That's what we talking about. We talking about 80%.
They single because that nigga didn't marry her. And the 80% of niggas left. All they gotta do is go get 50% custody. She not a single mother no more.
That nigga didn't marry her because he realized she was a dumb bitch after he schemed her. He should have realized before.
That nigga didn't marry her because he was a goddamn lame ass immature boy. He was a lame ass immature boy. He married her before he should have.
Yeah, damn, that's the wrong one.
Exactly. And instead of owning up to his responsibility and taking care of that child,
he ain't got to be with her to take care of the child. He ain't got to be with her.
50% of the time, I ain't got nothing to say about it.
They get the best.
Long as you getting the child 50% of the time.
What?
We ain't got nothing to talk about. If you getting the child 50% of the time, I ain't got nothing to say to you.
Right, but she ain't with the mama though. That's what I'm saying. You ain't got to fuck with them. That's what I'm talking about.
But this is what I'm telling you though, Chuck.
My bro, we can leave
hey, if the nigga wouldn't have been, listen to me, if the nigga wouldn't have been immature, and went to spread fucking nutting bitches, he wouldn't even have that problem. Again, I'm back at the beginning of the conversation, bro.
I agree.
Don't nut in her.
Nigga,
you don't even gotta worry about that. Again, you not worried about it.
That's where we at. Right there. That's rule number 1.
I'm trying to help a nigga not worry about it at all.
That's on the black man playbook.
You ain't gotta worry about it.
That's the number 1 rule on the black man.
So then you ain't gotta. If you follow rule number 1, then you don't got to worry about rule number 12 that say, if I do fuck around, get with her.
There's a 12.
And I had it, baby.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, rule number 12 say I ain't count for real, nigga. It's a metaphorical 12, Steve. Come on, man. I'm in my bag right now, Steve.
Add them up.
Hey, we go back and add them shit so later. Do what I'm telling you. If you break rule number 1,
he whipping shit out of his head.
If you break rule number 1, I don't want to hear shit about the next rule that say if you add nothing on them, now whether you want to or not, you got to go ahead and file for 50% custody, nigga.
You know.
And if the bitch crazy, guess what? You got to deal with the crazy bitch, nigga, because you decided to nut in the crazy bitch.
And that bitch.
End of the day, you're a man.
Yeah.
Is
so
crazy.
You should take care of your responsibility.
That ain't your choice, though, Tom.
Is it?
No, you gave up your choice. You said fuck my choice.
You gave your choice up.
So we really got to.
Yeah,
it was her choice.
So you supposed to deal with it.
That was her choice. That's the point.
Exactly.
She told her to have the baby, nigga. You got to deal with that shit, one way or another.
Exactly. But why you got to deal with it? Because you broke rule number 1.
Right.
You supposed to deal with it. If you knock some shit over, you supposed to clean it up. In this case, you knocked over a life, so you supposed to be there to raise it.
I know.
You a man. You supposed to be responsible, bro.
All right. No, that shit don't sound right. Don't say that.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga, clip that. That's a sound bite. Huh? You spill some nut in the baby. You gotta wipe that life up, nigga. Straight up. Don't be trying to convince Shawty, oh, well, you need to go on down there and traumatize yourself and this, that, and the third. Let her chew that she chew. You tell her, I'm going to support the life of this child regardless. That's what I'm going to do because I'm a man.
Well,
and let her choose. Now, do what I'm telling you now. If you tell her that and you tell her I'm going to build her life and you tell her, goddamn it, if you start acting crazy as fuck, I'm going to show you how we can be better, and you start living your life like that, my females will be like, you know what? I'm going to go kick it with this nigga.
Here's the thing.
Don't know them bitches you not trying to commit your life to. That's it. You can't do it.
That's a good one.
You are against the raw is law movement.
He don't like to paint walls, man. You better get you, man. You tripping. Man, hey, man.
No. Fuck that.
Raw is not law, is what you're saying.
We paint the walls.
Hell no. I'm not fucking that female raw who I do not want to run the risk of having a child with.
No pull-out game.
I don't give them not one fuck. Nigga, my pull-out game is stupid strong, but I'm not finna give a female that got that kind of. I know how I am as a man, bro.
No pull-out.
Okay.
If I get a lady pregnant, bro.
Yeah.
I'm taking 50% custody of that child, bro. Or you gonna have to figure out how to live with me, bitch, because I'm not going nowhere.
No
so before I set myself up like that,
what you're saying?
Nah, I ain't setting myself up like that. That's a fucking child. I'm playing a game with my real life. You talking about pull-out game? I'm not playing no games with my life. In my life.
I said no pull-out game. Nigga, I'm playing the wall.
Oh, he's like, it's no games at all.
That's what I'm telling you. I'm not playing no game. You damn right.
I don't do that.
You don't even foreplay.
Yeah,
like,
we not doing that.
He's like, I don't foreplay because I don't play shit.
That married man
ain't no game. He's like, this right here is
I'm like me here.
A consensual insemination right here. This here was deliberate. I shot this club up deliberately.
Yeah.
And
if you did that,
we go in with purpose.
I was sniping.
And what I'm telling you is, if you do that, and you do it with a female who you didn't want to have a baby with, and you had a baby, keep that same energy when you filling out that paperwork.
Hey,
so
deliberately go to the courthouse and fill out that paperwork.
So you will have to place a value with being in charge of life. You'll have to place a value of being in charge of another. You'll have, in order for you to really have that mentality, you will have to place a value in it.
Yeah.
A place that you will. I mean, the thing is that if you're telling folks, it's like, hey, if you nutting
And
someone,
that goes back to the
do it
standard.
deliberately. Do it deliberately. Don't do it. Don't choose. Choose the
That's
woman
exactly what I'm
that
saying.
you are willing to
That go back to the
risk it
standard.
all for. But once you do it, follow it up by making sure that if you don't get married,
Don't be no pussy.
then at
Follow
least
through.
do the paperwork and then involve yourself 50% in this. And I'm saying,
That's at the very least.
okay,
No,
so you're asking
that's at the very least.
right, but I'm saying that you're asking this generation to do that. And in order for them to do that, they'd have to see what the value in doing such a thing would actually be. You said, because that sounds like a lot of work.
And I'm saying until you see the value,
I'm saying, and keep in mind, I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm just saying that in order to get that mentality, you'd have to say, well, what is the value of doing all that? It sounds like a whole lot of bullshit. It sounds like a whole lot of work. For what?
Steve-O, it ain't that much work, but not nothing the bitch, man.
I understand that, but
what y'all nigga doing?
I'm saying that you want.
It ain't hard work, not nothing.
Yeah, I'm saying that if you
don't got no self control there.
What I'm saying,
that shit don't happen all the time. No, that's not rain, nigga. That's not rain.
I mean, there's some folks that's really like raw as law, and so it's shooting the club
they
up
stupid.
daily.
There's a lot of stupid people in the world.
I know I'm saying that my thing is that how do you convince a person like that who shoots up all the clubs that he comes across and as many as possible?
I'm not gonna convince that nigga of shit. I don't give a fuck about him or the other stupid folks.
You give that
the nigga who walked backwards across the street, I ain't gonna tell him to turn around.
Basic standard.
I'm saying, what tips would you give that type of gentleman who, if that's all he ever knew, was just his pullout game been like super super legit. His pullout game been super legit, but he's raw as law, and he's had a really good run so far. What kind of tips would you give that gentleman now? And to say that why should he change his stance? Why should he change?
Because your ass lacks self-discipline, man.
Come again,
nigga. That's not a way.
You need self-discipline.
Okay, I'm saying so. Listen, I've been having a great time.
He like that, right?
So I'm saying that. Why should I change my behavior? Right. You're telling me I'm lacking discipline?
Why should I have this? Right. So you tell and what I would tell.
Why should I have discipline?
Hey, no.
Why should I? Because
I'm not gonna talk to him.
It's been great.
Because if your question is why should I have discipline?
Right.
We're not in the same stratosphere to even talk to each other, bro.
Why should he have sexual discipline?
I'm saying
that's what I'm telling you. If that's your real question, listen. I'm not talking to you. You don't need to talk to me.
Listen, it's a young brother.
So you have no tips. You have no tips, no suggestions, no opinions on this topic.
I thought the goal was to sleep with as many women as possible.
I would suggest him to donate his brain to science.
Then I'm gonna tell you they tricked you,
so they can put his brain in the birds.
And that's what I'm.
If you thought the goal was
right, and this is
if you thought the goal was to have sex as many women as possible.
Right, exactly. Right. That is literally to be to be the best dick of all time. To literally slay as many bitches as possible.
Bro.
What kind of tips?
That's a literal boy, bro. That's a child.
Well, see, what if I was
told to grow up?
What if I was told that was who I am?
You're gonna tell him
being able to do as many as possible. Like
I'm gonna tell you.
What if my man?
You are a child.
The standard.
What if my man who it is?
I'm gonna tell him like this here. Do what I'm gonna tell him.
What I represent.
I'm gonna tell you what I'm telling him.
Is slaying as many as possible
and
having as many repeat. What do you
Do what I'm gonna tell him.
What do you give? What would you give advice?
Do what I'm gonna tell him. If this the lifestyle you gonna live, understand the consequences that's gonna come with it. And if you're cool with those consequences, which in your case, in this particular scenario, this guy is opening himself up to having children with random women. He's opening himself up to getting straight up ushered by one of these hoes. And your ass gonna get ushered by one of these hoes if you keep fucking them all wrong. You're rolling the dice, nigga. You're gonna crap out sooner or later. But if you're cool with that, then what I'm saying is go ahead and live your life.
You
do what you do.
So you're saying that
when you have all if Shawty got there and had a baby, hold up, if Shawty had a baby and she put your ass on child support, don't say shit. Give her the money, nigga. Yeah, don't say nothing. You stupid. Stupid cause.
He can't say nothing. Like
your ass at the clinic twice a year. Your ass at the clinic twice a year because your motherfucking dick burn when you pee. Don't talk about it. Don't be mad at that hoe.
Go and take pills.
Go and take that pill. Hope she gave you something with a receipt so you can take it back. And when you fuck around and get something that don't come with a receipt, go ahead and shout and low that shit, nigga. Keep fucking these hoes around. Because clearly you out.
You say shout and low the hoe. That's all I'm saying, bro. If you're gonna create a scenario where a grown man, know what I'm saying? If you create a scenario where a grown man is just going to willingly lack discipline, lack self-control, and think that he has no higher value in this world than to fuck as many women as he want to, man, I'm gonna get all the way out that nigga way. And I'm gonna parent the fuck out of my son and my daughter so both of them know to stay the fuck away from that nigga or learn how to pimp his ass to make money off on him. That's it. That's all I'm gonna do for him. We'll holler at you, bro.
Yeah, he gonna fuck out the cliff, man.
That shit that crazy to me, bro.
I'm just saying. Yeah. I want you to understand. What if I am considered like a breeder. That's how I consider myself. We're just out here. I'm just here to just spread my seed everywhere.
Then you already fucked up.
I'm trying to have.
If you consider yourself a breeder,
I'm trying to.
You're a modern day slave, bro.
I'm trying to. Right. So
you're a modern day slave. If you want to be a slave, when you don't have to be a slave, I'm gonna stay away from your slave ass. Though I be right here in my man room right now, bro. That right here.
But see how
that's why I talk to the only few niggas I talk to.
But then what I'm saying, bro, how do you? This the point of this podcast is to get some of those type of niggas that understand that ain't the move.
Right.
If they decide to listen and they start trying, I fuck with them. Up until then, I'm gonna keep working on my own edification and the edification of my family, bro. That's all I can do.
Are you saying that mentality? Are you saying that mentality is pretty much a lost cause, or is there redemption?
No, you're not listening to me, Steve. I'm telling you, I'm gonna let that man live. I'm gonna let that man live.
Stay out of their way.
But see, I'm
just saying,
he might think the way I'm living crazy.
I'm just saying that. How would you argue your case if you were trying to?
I'm not.
Yeah, ain't no arguing with that.
I'm not arguing with him.
I tell him one thing.
You can only help people who are willing to help themselves, man. So if you're not at a point yet where you're ready to help yourself, go ahead, do your thing. When you get ready, I'm gonna know you ready because your actions go line up.
Well, I'm
gonna know you ready.
I'm just saying, like for somebody who was not even aware, was just literally just like, yo, this is just how I move, and I don't even understand why y'all are even saying I'm doing a bad thing. I'm having a great life. Raw is law. I'm every club I done shot up. It's awesome. Why are y'all so mad about this shit? Are y'all mad because y'all can't do what I'm doing?
Nobody mad.
Steve, you got a secret life.
No.
Tell us something.
I'm saying that
Ain't nobody mad, Steve. That's what I keep trying to get you to understand.
Mhm.
I do not give a fuck what you do with your life.
Right.
That's your life.
Or your dick.
He got a family down the street. Yeah, it would be cool.
Get it how you live. If you want a family down the street,
No,
go ahead.
what I'm saying is that how do we? What I'm doing is I'm playing devil's advocate in the sense saying that how do you have people that live by this creed and have this mentality, and I'm simply giving a voice to that and saying like, what would you?
They don't need no voice here. We're not talking to them.
I'm saying, could you offer any advice or tips to them to maybe them choosing an alternate to the way they move?
I got some advice for him.
He don't want advice.
Go ahead, speak up, King B. Turn up your mic. You get a little closer to the mic if you could.
If you ain't got Magic Johnson money, don't play Magic Johnson games.
So you
talk
got
that shit.
So what you're saying is pay the cost to be the boss.
If you ain't got Magic Johnson money, don't play Magic Johnson games.
So if you can't pay the cost, then you can't make that boss move.
He don't need to make that move.
Yes, ain't a boss no way. You just lying to yourself.
Yeah.
So being a boss is not smashing as many as possible, especially if you don't have the means to do so.
Magic Johnson can pay
listen to me clearly, man. If you're a human, listen to me, man. If you're a grown man,
they just got no money.
Hold on, man.
The may aid this.
Listen to me. If you're a grown man,
he paid a bitch. A bitch stayed with him after he got infected, and she didn't.
And publicly told the world he was infected.
This is what I'm trying to tell y'all, man.
And she stayed with him.
You understand me?
Yeah.
She told the whole world. And she stayed with him.
You know why? Because that nigga was taken care of.
Because he's right. Ain't
when you taking care of your bitch, you don't leave.
Ain't too many more Magic Johnson. That's what I'm talking about, man. It's
a bunch of them niggas out here. It's a bunch of them niggas out here.
Huh?
Hey, they go back to tell you.
It's a bunch of niggas out here like that.
If you ain't got Magic Johnson money, don't play Magic Johnson games.
Hey.
And my thing is right here, bro. If you're a grown man, a black man in America, and you honestly think that your best value is to be a breeder, then I don't even need to talk to you about sex. We got to talk to you about some other shit.
Yeah, you got a whole bunch of other shit.
You done fucked up a whole nother place, bro. Sex the last thing. You probably using sex. You probably using sex to cover up with insecurities and motherfucking the fact that your daddy went down, nigga, and your mama didn't give you hugs or some shit. Like, so that's what I'm saying, Steve. And like, you can play devil advocate, but I'm talking nigga, bro, I'm a shine light. So even when the devil pull up, like, I'm not talking to him either. You going about your business, nigga. You get over there with the rest of the heathens. I'm not talking to you. I don't got nothing to say to no devil. Facts. That's what I was trying to say. If that man wants help, he's going to start moving his life in a way that shows other men that he wants help. And all the other men who are near him, who are whole men in themselves, are going to start breaking off pieces of themselves to help him however they can. To the degree that they fuck with that man. They're like y'all on this call right now. If I see a way I can help y'all and y'all moving in a way that seems like y'all need that, I'm going to feel that need. And then get back to my life. But if I come over there to help you and you say, hey, man, I think that shit you talking about is stupid. We disagree. I'm going to tell you straight up, bro.
I'm going to just be a breeder, bro. You talking nuts.
I'm going to tell you, okay.
I'm going to be a breeder.
Be safe out here. That's all I'm going to tell you. You still my partner. Okay, be safe out here. Now, I'm going to tell you what that costs for me, though. Now, everybody different. Now, what that costs for me, right. When you come try to tell me, man, you ain't going to believe this shit, but I got to
believe everything.
Yeah, I do, nigga. Bro. I believe it.
I believe
man, these hoes crazy, bro. Now, You ain't gonna be able to sit around me with that fuck shit right now. You ain't coming to the barbecue talking about, bro, these bitches builder, these hoes crazy. These hoes ain't crazy, nigga. You nothing in all these hoes. You crazy.
Yeah, you crazy.
You the crazy, nigga. You the one keep running through thunderstorms trying to stay dry, nigga. Huh?
Hey,
So if you want to get wet, all right, live your life. Get wet, nigga. But when you
You
come to
never
the
heard.
barbecue, you ain't convincing niggas that, hey, you ain't sitting at the barbecue at my house talking about, hey, man, you know what I'm saying, bro? I wish I couldn't get wet, bro. This
let me
shit's
ask
so
you this.
hard out here, bro.
Let
He
me ask
better
you
talk
this.
about sports. He better not talk
Let,
about shit
let
in
me
his
ask you
life.
this. Why do women
Nigga, boy, we better talk
choose?
about money, cars, and sports. Regular nigga shit.
Y'all want to hear nothing about his other
Let me,
life, boy.
let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. I got to play devil's advocate to this point. I got to play devil's
Why?
advocate to
Why
this
you
point
got to play devil advocate?
All right,
It's
Delver number two.
there's always
it's
because it got to
only
be two sides to it, bro.
it's only a phrase. It's just more or less saying, okay, you've made
Nah, it ain't just phrase.
well.
No, but you made one point, but it's
It's
always
just
Go
two
ahead,
sides
ask your
to it.
question.
We're just saying
it's
there's
simply a
always one side. What
concept to
I'm saying
bring the
is like,
opposite
okay,
to challenge to challenge
so all
your
I'm saying is like for that, where does the female accountability go in at as far as her choosing to be with a dude who had kids by multiple women?
What if she don't know? He just going around skinning
Huh?
everybody.
Come on now. It's
Yeah,
no
this type
like
nigga
that's one of
he
the
is.
first
Why you talking
questions
about
you
shoulder
find out.
accountability? Why
What
we
you
talking
mean?
about
What am
shoulder
I talking about?
accountability?
Shout
I
accountability.
mean, is that not a good question?
That's exactly that's right.
What?
Is that not
That's
a
just right. I
All he
ain't
got to do is
disagreeing
not
with
nut
you,
in
bro.
her.
What?
wait?
All he got to do is not nut in her. That's all
No,
he got to do.
well,
What?
Don't nut him.
Repeat the question, bro.
okay, but
Don't nut him.
Reggie, what you asking Reggie is,
that
what if he
but
don't know him? Like he going around meeting different girls just shooting up the club. That his purpose in life. It easy to talk to somebody that don't know your background and you can fool them.
Right,
Facts.
but we don't know how nigga move. Be like, okay, if you fucking with him, like you'll know enough. You should know enough about a dude before you have a baby by this nigga. That's what I'm saying.
You should.
How, how she know he gonna shoot up the
The
club?
That's
nigga
all
should
I'm
not
saying.
be a
What you
breeder.
mean?
Bro shouldn't
She
be a
don't know he a
She
breeder.
didn't
breeder.
know he not
She
a
don't know
breeder
he
or
a
not. Right.
breeder.
She didn't know all that. She didn't know he could provide. She didn't do all this
How
shit
she
before
don't know
she
that?
met.
He'll have to tell her the truth, Tuck. He
Bro,
might lie.
I do this for a living,
she
baby.
can
I
watch.
shoot
She
up
need to
clubs.
watch how this nigga move and interact with her. She need to watch certain things about that dude because he gonna show exactly what the fuck he move with, what he move is.
I'm
How
not
he gonna
saying
know?
you
How
wrong.
she gonna know he a
I'm not
breeder off
saying
the
you
first
wrong about
conversation?
that.
That's all I'm saying, and that's it. That's it. That's all I'm saying. That's the flip side. I agree with you totally on the man side, 100. But for a woman to protect herself from a dude like that, these are the things you need to not be. You can't be in that other whatever the fuck. You got to be focused on what the move is.
To answer your
And
question, if she go that far with him, she got to tell him you can't. We ain't doing this without you putting protection on.
right,
Facts.
that's what I'm saying. She can't allow that. Like it's certain shit she can do, bro. Like she got provision to protect herself.
That's what I just
Nobody
Tell
said.
saying
my
She got
she
to
daughter,
make
don't.
sure.
man, you ain't gotta say anything, man. You don't have to say without don't let no nigga trick you.
so JB, now that you're joining us, I was we were talking. Mac was talking about the responsibility that a
He
man has
heard
to
he
have to
was
be
listening. He just
prepared
wasn't
for.
on camera.
If he, what a man would be prepared for. If he decides to shoot the club up, in a woman what his responsibility should be. So I asked him, like, what if, as a guy, I was raised. I'm not saying myself, but I'm saying as a guy, my mentality is that I was raised that my whole goal in life was to smash as many bitches as possible, to lay pipe and raw as law. Like this is how I move. This is what I do. This is the all I have to live for is to get that number to at least 4 digits, if possible. And
He gonna die before he get 4 digits.
That shit's stupid, man. That nigga gonna die. And what I'm telling you is, I ain't got nothing to say to that nigga.
If you move around a lot,
Hey,
if you move around a lot, you
Mac,
can do it.
like Mac said earlier, like, oh boy, you must have been missing some love. And some
You missing something, nigga.
No, you missing some life about yourself. Huh?
You don't need no pussy. You need a hug.
You missing
Like what if you
what they say you need Jesus.
Nigga need to hug himself, boy. You need to lower your damn self.
No, he need to have somebody else hug him. Goddamn me. That's what he doing.
Hell yeah. You ain't lying.
He hugging himself too much. Talking about some, you the only person that loves me. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, he ain't got bored hugging himself. Goddamn, he's trying to he on another level now.
you know.
That shit that deep, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. You talking about
saying
compound issues.
there's a mentality where men like these men who treat themselves as if they're breeders. Like their whole goal in life is to literally just smash and
none of the folk who still victimized, bro.
Just shoot the club up is what they do, and this is how they move, and
they victimized.
And I'm saying that
they victimized by slavery, bro.
No, I used to be like that in college.
Right. So I'm saying, like,
that's a young mentality, though.
How do you appeal to that mind when your whole goal in life is to get to the next one and score, so to speak? And it's like, how do you appeal to that mind and say, yo, this is maybe.
First of all, my brother, you need to change your goal set.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, strive to be something
Big
better
facts.
than
That's why
your previous dad or uncle or mom or grandmother or whoever influenced you.
Find your mentor, male figure. Yeah, you need to find a new male figure, something to look up to, a new standard. That's why I keep going back to this standard, bro. There has to be a standard for black men, and I think that'll eliminate that bullshit niggas doing. You know what I'm saying? This shit from a cycle standpoint. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas keep doing that shit because it's being allowed to be done.
Yeah. And nowadays the women don't care if it's done.
They cool with it. Because they down with it. They like, shit, I'm just having me a baby and just raising. Like, fuck that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
They
ain't got no other choice. 80% of niggas leaving.
No, what? That's not true.
You just said 80% of women having children out of wedlock. They can't do that unless the man not there, bro.
Directly went to jail blaming.
So that means 80% of leaving.
You know, that's your perspective.
The statistic is that
how else should I be a single mom?
So she can't leave.
The statistic.
So she don't leave.
She can't leave it. She can't be a single mama if that man participate in his child life.
Bro, we keep score by people being in the house together in relationships. That if you're not in the house with your child, cool, you can be in. I ain't saying not be. She's a single mother. You're a single father. Y'all are single, separated, not in the same house.
Co-parenting.
That's fine. You can co-parent all you want to. It ain't the same fit. The child know, hey, it's different. It's a different dynamic. Yeah, you can see two people work together, but again, you still not getting a home where two parent in the house. And that's the ultimate goal. The goal ain't the goddamn just raise the kid. We can raise and maintain kids. The goal should be to keep parents in the house together. And you do that when accountability is on both sides, not just one side.
Yeah.
And what I mean is
accountability not just on one side.
Bro, you just went to niggas just leaving. You automatically went to niggas saying 80%. I say 80% born out of wedlock, which is a fact. And you say niggas leaving. I'm like, goddamn.
Because if they single mama if they raising the child by themselves, that means for whatever reason.
Well,
The man ain't in the house.
No,
That means
bro,
the end result is the man ain't in the house.
women lead the relationships
Hey,
more than men. Men
you
are
know how
more
many women get
loyal.
over?
They might
Hey,
fuck up or do whatever, but they're not leaving.
hey, you know how many women fuck
Women
up
are the ones who are leaving, bro,
women?
because
You know
they
how
don't
many women
have to
fuck up
stay anymore.
the statistics? Like, you know how many women file for food stamps and everything and still got a nigga in the house? You know how many like fucked up statistics that are out there that are not correct? You can never be correct because people always cheat in the system.
Good point.
What we saying is,
And then
bro,
my thing,
as
so then my
female,
thing now.
go ahead.
Even if the woman leave, right? If she with a man who understands, then it's just like, bro, what you like? What? We go back to don't ski them. The problem solved again. Don't ski them. I don't even understand that perspective. Don't ski them, bro. And you don't even got that problem. I ain't got to worry about you leaving. I ain't skiing you. You can go wherever the hell you want to go, but we ain't got no baby.
We just said, but you just said, but we just went back to the point. All I was saying was responding to the point where you just said automatically niggas is just leaving, and I'm like, bro, that's not true.
Yes. I do automatically look at the dude, bro, because I hold him in such a high regard. Yes, bro. I do.
But
I
that's not
do.
true.
I
I
think he's
got
a
to.
leader.
I agree with that. But what I'm saying is, bro, he should be held in high regard, but he also should be held in high regard in that women's eyes for that to coexist. And what I don't hear from you
I think he
is accountability, because there's just like a man's supposed to lead, a woman has to understand her place to be the yang to the yin, or yin to yang, whatever the fuck the other side is.
The
So
yin to
she got to understand that that's her place, and then her focus is being that toward a man, working with a man. That's her responsibility as a woman. And what I'm saying is, women don't tell each other that. Women don't tell each other that. They don't. They don't hold each other accountable on that level, bro. They don't. He should be. He should take
what
you
you
where you
basing this
want.
on?
He should. What you mean? Because that's, brother. Because this is the shit that my son is gonna have to choose from.
No, I'm asking you,
And I'm
what are
teaching
you
my
basing this
daughter how
information
to
on?
choose niggas that's not like the nigga the street Steve J described.
But what are you basing this information on that women are not teaching their daughters, like, at least what they know? At least what they know. What you basing that on?
What I see, what I hear, I look at anything on social media. Look at comments, because comments, it ain't
Social
what,
media not real.
but the comments are what people feel and think, though. So you can say it's not real, agree, but comments are what people think and feel. They comment on shit. They put their energy into that text and seeing because they think or feel a certain way about whatever the fuck they just seen, heard, or witnessed. So what I'm saying is
what they got to do with what we talking about?
What is
because you just asked me where am I getting that from, and that's where I'm getting that from.
Can I make a point right quick, or ask a question right quick?
So hold on. I just want to make sure I understand. Hold up, before you ask your question. Hold on, Steve. I just want to make sure I understand what Todd is saying. So Todd, you telling me that women on social media are saying that now I don't teach my daughter how to choose a man. I don't teach her what I know.
She don't know. Because she's too busy being a boss bitch, independent.
No, I'm saying. I just
goals
said
instead of right. She can't teach her exactly what she teach her what she know, and what she know is how to do that.
That's all you can expect her to teach.
Working with a man.
But how she learn how to not work with a man?
What you mean? How she learn?
I mean, like how she learn how to not.
So you want to read this?
Hold on. How is she
to the feminist movement?
Then what I want to ask you in this situation you talking about right now?
Back on civil rights. You want to go back there? You want to go back to how movies like The Color Purple damage?
We know the government
alpha male structure.
Can I ask this question right?
All right, so
can I ask this?
What I'm telling you, man. I don't know none of them women, bro.
let me ask one
I
question.
don't know them women.
No, bro. We talking about in general. That's the narrative. Like I'm watching this shit. I'm not just talking.
I can't talk about in general.
Well, can I ask this question?
So you watching women teach what they know.
Let me ask this question.
But hold up. In the scenario where this woman can't teach her daughter how to properly select a man, ain't that because she had bad dealings with men in her own life? And if that's the case,
she chose
hold
the
up.
dude. She chose the dude she dealt with.
She chose to be with a dude. She chose to be with a dude who also chose to be with her, knowing that he was not gonna commit his life to her. Ain't that true?
What you mean?
Ain't she a single mama raising his daughter because she chose to be with a man who equally chose to be with her, knowing that he was not going to commit his life to her?
That's not how we just went through several scenarios, bro, where it could have been the woman has accountability on her choice. Again, she chose to be with a dude, right, who had no business.
I said that.
Who said he wasn't gonna commit to her, right? She chose that. So she got to so you chose that. So you can't then be.
Oh, and what I'm telling you is, I only really want to deal with the dude who choosing to create possible commitments that he don't plan on committing to. Because if we stop that part, the rest of the train don't happen.
Bruh. And all I'm saying is, when you got another generation of women, again, that's not, again, we're a generation removed from that. So now
Hey, man.
A generation.
Hey, Steve.
Now we talking about this generation. See, that was the previous generation. They would have stopped that. Now we talking about this right here, bro. Where we at right now? We saying, hey, 3-4 for these.
The same thing. Stop it now.
Lane. We saying 3-4 for these niggas football lines lane. I'm pretty sure the same percentage is on the other side. So, and this part keep running in with this side, and say, and it's like we got a big divide. So how do you get marriage rates up in a community like that? Huh? It's not on the man.
I don't think we need to start by trying to get marriage rates up.
Huh?
How is it not on the leader to lead?
Okay, so so let me ask this question. Let me ask this question. What is the current approval rating for black male-led homes, or black male?
What the fuck we talking about?
I'm saying right. So if you were to say, you know what, I agree.
Whose approval?
I'm saying current society, current generation. What is their approval rating of a black male-led household at this current time? What would you say the approval rating?
Are you saying I would not, because I don't give a fuck?
I'm talking about support for this.
No, you can't. Yeah, what are you talking about? You can't say you don't give a fuck. You give a fuck about black family.
I'm saying,
we should be.
I give a fuck about my black family.
Okay, but I'm talking about for the rest of society.
I care about one black family at a time.
Okay, well,
I can't worry about them yet. I ain't fixed mine all the way yet. I can't worry about them yet, Steve. I don't care if they approve of me leave my house or not. I don't care. They can approve, disapprove. Either way, I'm still leave the house.
I'm saying, do you have an estimate of?
No. You're not listening to me.
People
no.
Approve or disapprove?
No.
You have no educated.
I have no dog in that fight. I am not going to guess because it does not matter. It's irrelevant.
I'm not saying a preference. What I'm saying is that do you have an estimation?
That's not a preference. No.
Well, no. When you say you have a dog in the fight, I'm saying that you that means
no. I said I do
one
not.
way or the other. And I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is do you have an estimation for?
Well, my question is this, bro.
What is current society's? What is the current society leaning towards? What is the percentage of people that believe in or agree with having a black male-led household? What is your estimation of people that say I believe in that? I agree with that. What would you say the approval rating?
That's not like a general question. That question like too broad.
No, I'm just saying. Hey, do you
And what I'm
believe in
telling
black?
you is,
Do you believe in black male?
I do not.
Yes, it'd be literally yes or no. Do you believe
Listen,
in having a black male-led household? Yes, and
that's
you'd
not
be
the
like,
same question. Them two different questions. First, you just asked me to guess on the
Yep.
approval percentage. Now you
okay.
talking about a yes or no question.
Well, I'm saying approving
That's the question.
approving would be yes, disapproving would be
Right.
no. And I'm saying what would be the approval rating for people
And what I'm
who
trying to
believe
tell you
in
is,
black male-led households? What would you say the approval? What would you say the percent would be for people who would click
what I'm
yes?
trying to tell you is, Steve, I would not waste my time trying to guess on that approval rating because that information to me is irrelevant. I know without a shadow of a doubt
Mm-hmm.
that I am attempting to do something
Mm-hmm.
that the actual government
Mm-hmm.
systematically destroyed. I do not have time to worry about approval statistics. So to answer your question, I have no guess. I choose to not answer that question. I have no guess. I'm not going to guess. I'm not going to guess who going to win the fucking baseball game tomorrow because I don't think that information is relevant to me. I'm not going
Well,
to
I mean,
guess what percentage of society approves a black man running a household because that information is not relevant to me and my life.
So do
well, I
you
mean, you
care
are black.
about?
I mean,
Do you care
you would
about?
fall into the statistic of a black male in the household. So I was just curious that based upon your experience and the anecdotal evidence you've garnered over the years, to say what would you guess? What if you were to take a temperature of your people?
You want me to tell you that shit again, huh? Okay, I'll tell you many times you want to hear it, Steve.
Nah,
I ain't
but
got no guess.
No, I got a question. So,
uh,
so I'm trying to get you. You saying you don't give a? You saying why you? You said something like, "Why am I worried about the community?"
He should be worrying about what society
No,
thinks.
I'm not saying why am I not worried about community. I'm not worried about what a society thinks collectively because I also simultaneously understand that society has a
Well,
undergirding goal of destroying me and my family.
I'm not
So
saying
I'm not
society,
gonna
bro.
waste
I'm
time
talking about.
trying to figure
I'm
out
talking
what
about.
they thinking about.
No, I'm talking about the
True.
black community. I'm not talking about
See, y'all done said
society,
it at
bro. I'm
first.
talking
Just
about
the
our
society.
Yeah,
community, bro.
man, you ain't
I'm
gonna be
talking
able
about.
to mix
I'm
it
talking
up
about.
on me. I'm in the kitchen with you.
This is what I'm talking about. Marriage. This is what I was hitting at to my marriage in our communities because we should be, like you said, you live in it, but like you saying, like, I don't care about nobody else's family, I don't care about my family. And I'm like, what?
He should be worrying
Because
about
I'm
his
doing the
family first.
absolute best thing that this is what I'm trying to tell you, everybody.
well, I
I'm
mean,
doing the best
I
thing.
just want to remind everybody
Hold
that
on,
we are on the
I'm
show
telling
called Life Game, where we do give out
all
some
right,
life game to kind of help folk in the community, kind of get them to the next level. So that's why I was saying I want to.
right.
We definitely want to care. We definitely want to care. We want to give out. We want to be able to be
Do what I'm gonna tell
accomplished
you.
Forward. Like that's the
and
whole
point
point.
folks in the right direction
Do,
for
no,
better results.
no, no. Do what I'm trying to explain to y'all. The
Mm-hmm.
best way I can help my black community
Mm-hmm.
is making sure me and my family
Mm-hmm.
are stable, contributing factors to that community.
Hmm.
This is a lifelong job.
Right, bro. But we
That's the
don't
best
have
thing I can do.
Any tips?
right.
Any
But
tips
you're
on how to do it
saying
better? Any tips on how to do it better than maybe most folks might be doing it?
The only tip you can give is
I
to
done
be
gave
there.
y'all the tips. I done gave you the tip. First tip, don't be a breeder. Second tip, don't nut in nobody who you don't plan on having a lifelong commitment to.
That's a good
Third
tip.
tip,
we're breathing.
once you commit to the lady, understand that commitment is lifelong.
Okay.
Fourth tip, when
Mm-hmm.
you have that child,
Mm-hmm.
understand that your commitment is through that lady to your child, whether directly or indirectly, because that lady is still the mother of your children and or your wife. Last tip, don't be in a relationship with nobody until you're in a healthy relationship with yourself.
That should be the
Them
first.
tips I got.
That should be the first tip, bro.
You can't tell me my list up.
I can't tell you because this is the show. It's
No,
like
I can order my list how I want to order my list.
You can't say, hey,
No.
commit to a woman and then commit to yourself. That don't make sense to me.
No.
Well, Reggie,
I told you to understand the commitment. You not listening to it.
Wait, I think
You're not even listening.
I think what Tuck is pretty much trying to. Big Tuck is trying to say is that he's not disagreeing with the list. He's only saying that there should be an order of operations that would give you more optimal result.
And
what I'm telling you is,
the first one is you should have a relationship with yourself, so you can do all the other things
on your list.
So
that's
on your list, Tuck. What I'm telling you is, if black men stop skeeting randomly in women, they'll have more time to worry about themselves.
Oh, I'm with you.
That's why I said that first.
So
you see that on the
That's why I said it first.
Do you see that on the screen?
Yeah, Dick.
Yeah.
So we should not be
wedlock. No kids with no women who you don't plan on committing to, period.
Bruh. But wedlock,
you gotta go deeper than wedlock.
No, but wedlock,
you do realize
you gotta go deeper than wedlock.
That's why it's a standard. This is about a standard, bro. So this for the dumb niggas and the niggas who understand it on the level we talking about. If you know at a base level that a fucking you get married and you're married to a chick, that's a fucking commitment.
Everybody don't understand that. Everybody don't understand that, Tuck.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
They do. Everybody, you know, marriage is different. Everybody don't understand that shit. Everybody understand that.
No, they don't.
Now, here's the thing.
If they understood that, they'll behave different when they get married.
So you're telling me that
they understand the commitment part. They don't understand the consequence. It's a different thing.
So you're saying that if I want to move in a better direction, as that if I am to no longer have the mind of a breeder, this would possibly mean that because if I only end up shooting the club up with women that I truly want to commit to, I'll probably end up having less sex.
You know you can have sex with a condom on, right, Steve?
Okay, so that will mean I'll have to wear a condom more.
And Steve is part of a secret club we don't know about.
Yes. Yes, Steve. That's a metaphor for you have to protect yourself when you're going into dangerous situations, Steve. When you're going into potentially fatal fucking situations, you should bring protection and use it. That's a concept. Yeah.
I was told that crazy pussy is the best pussy. So it was like
what a condom.
And it is. But you have to bag it up before you go in there.
But it was supposed to be like a goal, it's supposed to be like a holy grail. This would be something to achieve, right? Or
pussy is not something to achieve. That's a childish mindset.
Oh.
Pussy like breathing, man. You can get pussy. That's not nothing to fucking achieve.
Get that
they done lowered the value on pussy. Pussy is at an all-time low.
Pussy has never been anything to achieve.
So then
every man who really understands women understand that. Like, that's a childish mindset from the beginning. So again, you can't even work on that mindset shit because you still think about nothing in the bitch. Back to my number one standard. Don't know them females you don't plan on committing life to.
That's going to mean...
But
that's probably going to mean I'm going to have less sex, though.
No, but what I'm saying is I think the solution...
If that's what...
Yeah, you want to get up pussy nowhere.
That rule means I'll have to have less sex.
Listen to my point. I think the rule to the problem...
That's going to be a real sacrifice. So in order for me to sacrifice that, I'm going to have to really place a value on
you can have a lot of sex with
Bro,
condoms.
you tripping.
Oh,
What
just
I'm saying
okay.
is-
So I have
right,
to.
right,
So-
Steve. I don't know what you're talking about.
Steve, we not letting you slip with that
What I'm
bullshit.
trying to get to.
Steve,
what
I'm not
trying
letting
to
you
get
slide
to
with that
is-
bullshit. I'm
So
on your
Steve part
ass,
of the
Steve.
secret club.
You
Mad
tripping.
point. I'm trying to get the mad point. So,
Steve, you
Matt, what I'm
tripping.
trying to say, what I'm trying to say
He
is,
got a secret
is
sex life like
understand
Batman.
the solution to what you talking about, Matt, is
Something
to the
wrong with
discipline
Steve.
part. It's not. It's something wrong with it. You like say it. Something wrong with it.
And you see what happened?
See,
They said had to goddamn spend
see,
over
these are not
$1,000 in child
These are
support,
not the.
and you
I'm
still
not
got drugged by them bitches.
Hey man,
Huh?
shit. Who you talking to?
That in real life, that's why he stopped talking to me for a couple months, because he tried to holler at me about this shit, and I told him. I told you why he was in college to start nothing in them hoes. I was your friend then. So you damn right I ain't finna talk. The bitch said she want $12.50 a month. Give her $12.50.
Ooh, 12.50. God.
That bitch said you gotta pay for an apartment. You gotta take care of. Go ahead, take care of me. You say you gonna be a daddy. Go ahead, do it. You said fuck this shit. I'm nothing in all these hoes. Okay, cool.
You're a grown ass bitch. I'll tell you again, my kids. But
you're just saying that you do not
take care of you.
lifestyle for me.
You can't take care of that's what I'm telling you. You can't take care of the kids. You can't take care of the kids without indirectly helping to take care of her, unless you're gonna bring the kids to live with you.
I got
what I mean. What if I feel like she'll be a great mom, and she'll be a great single mom. She don't really need me because I got work to do.
You said she gonna be a great single mom?
Yeah. What if
you an asshole?
Oh shit!
A big asshole.
Oh.
I can't
you
let
really
somebody say
you'll
make a great single mom.
Wait, hold on. Listen, I'm literally only I'm only allowed. This is not my. Listen, this is not.
No, I'm not talking about you, Steve.
Right.
I'm talking to the nigga you channeling. The nigga you channeling is an asshole. He's an immature boy who should not get no pussy.
He ain't ready.
If you look at a female and say, I think you'll make a great single mom, she should be like, nigga, I hope your dick fall off.
She should run.
With your stupid ass.
Turn around and run. But if she open up and give some,
and shoot that nigga in his kneecap before you take off.
And if she fuck him,
exactly.
Y'all deserve each other. Exactly. They deserve each other.
That's a mutual choice.
And that's her.
And both of them deserve whatever the hell happened.
And that's all I be saying is women.
That ain't all you be saying, Talk. That ain't all you be saying, Talk.
Bitch, you need to just like nigga need to check your shit. Bitch, you need to check your shit too. Watch who the fuck you fucking. The fuck wrong child. Yeah.
I agree with that.
Fuck's wrong child.
Now, in that case, Steve, you will have less sex. In that case, you will have less sex.
I seen women manipulate men.
Because there's a lot of niggas out here who not worth their pussy.
Nah, bro. I'm just saying, like, nigga from a nigga who been around a whole bunch of women my whole life. I
understand that.
You know, understand what I'm saying? So I know how bitches be on from a worse off perspective. You know what I'm saying? I got too many. Anyway, I haven't seen that shit. So I tell young nigga, look, like you said, wrap that shit up. And like I said, my solution is, bro, it's not about not doing the act. It's understanding why you doing the act, which is the discipline itself. So if you understand that, hey, motherfucking having all these goddamn kids out of fucking like if I'm not married or in an understanding with this chick that working with me, having all these fucking kids is setting me behind financially. First of all, as a man,
more than financially.
But that the first thing
it said you behind all the way.
Commitment.
Right,
it's saying that, right, but see that what I'm saying. That the first thing you need to do all the other shit. You got to be financially on a certain ground to do other shit, and it's America.
I agree with that.
So that's what I'm saying.
I agree with that.
You setting yourself up. You know what I'm saying? Selling yourself back, rather.
Hey man, they go back to my rule. Don't play Magic Johnson game. You ain't got Magic Johnson money.
And that's life.
Huh? Don't ski them. Don't ski them.
So
You fucking random whole raw. I'm telling you like here. If in
You
a
better be a
30-day
rich nigga.
period you fucking more than 1 or 2 whole raw in a 30-day period, you got a problem, nigga.
You better be rich. You better handle them problems.
You need to check yourself out.
I
so
agree.
now you're suggesting that I have
It
to
might just be a
pay.
Tiger Wood, you know what I'm saying? He did the sex and shit. You know what I'm saying?
And with Tiger Woods, he
You know what I'm
paid for
saying?
that.
Tiger wasn't addicted to sex.
So
Tiger was addicted to being a lame nigga when he was a young nigga. So when chicks finally started liking him, he was inundated. That was wrong with a lot of these niggas. A lot of these niggas ain't used
It's
to
the
pussy.
candy
They
store
stay
analogy.
emotional about this pussy.
I shout out to Fresh and Fit. It's the candy store analogy. So he's saying that, hey, women are basically what he say is like women are born with a certain value, and they like have access to the candy store, right? Like the candy store, right? And men basically have to earn their way into the store. So when men get into the store, they go ham, like they want to try this, they want to try the bubble gum, they want to try the goddamn hard candy, they want to try the goddamn licorice, nigga, they want to try the jelly bean, everything. The women being there be like, damn, why you act, you know what I'm saying? So cause they been in there. You feel what I'm saying? And so that's the candy store analogy to your point, man.
Yeah. And that one I'm telling you, that's why it's best to, if you are a man and you father a child, or you're around another young man, it's best for you to reach out to that young man and talk to him from the perspective of, look, you can deal with these women, but all you gotta do is play by a few simple rules, and these rules help you. These rules are not for her per se. They gonna help her indirectly, but these rules for you. First rule, don't be hitting these bras raw.
That's the first rule. Don't go wrong.
That's the first rule.
okay, but brother Mac,
Second rule,
but wait, brother,
understand what you walking into.
but brother Mac,
Go ahead, Steve.
you
Yeah.
have to understand that these Magnum condoms cost a lot of money, bro. Like it's gonna raise
Passport costs more.
like 40.
So you believe yourself, right?
You
This
tell
dude
me
right here got more problems. So he be trying to get
$40.
some money. He don't need to be worried about no pussy. Go get you
Yeah.
some money.
It'd be like $12.
If you
for a
struggling to
box
buy
of them,
condoms,
bro.
nigga.
It's like $12 for a box of
You just
condoms,
said,
If
bro.
you struggling to buy
man,
condoms,
man, you and I know we can get like the value of pussy that went to the flow. We can get pussy before we can get some money. Man, you nigga, back in our early 20s, before nigga had it's buku, like you know,
if you
you
worried
can get some
about
pussy
buying condoms,
all way.
You don't need
you
to be
should
so.
not be focused on getting pussy.
I
You,
agree with that.
you shouldn't be worrying
That's
about
all I'm
that.
saying.
You got
But
bigger
you're a
problems.
man though, you gonna think about pussy all the time.
You can
can't buy no
think
rubber.
about it.
If you can't buy no rubber, that means
You
you
think
bad
about it
enough.
much as you want.
But
That means you bad
Yeah.
enough food. You can't buy rubbers.
but it'd be like 12. It'd be $12. It'd be 12,
No, they
13.
sell
So
them.
now
They sell
you
them a
really
dollar
about.
each at the gas
So now
station.
you
Nigga said
They sell them a dollar each at the gas station.
now you really about to lie to her. Now you about to really lie to this bitch. You gonna go on a date with her with some money you probably done stole. Lie to her about how you gonna take care of her, and you know that your cheap broke ass can't even
Can't buy
goddamn
rubber.
afford a condom.
Hey,
What? And you got the nerve to ask Shawty for some pussy?
Probably brought the
But
date on
listen,
Groupon.
but listen,
First
this-
got
You
a
fucking the
2 for $1
game
deal.
up for real, nigga.
So make it make sense for me financially. If it's gonna cost me an extra $12
No,
per
$1.
box,
$1 to $5, Steve. Where you be buying rubber?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this here. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. I'd rather pay $12 for a box of condom now than spend a few $1,000s raising a child with a female that I didn't want to raise a child with. So it makes sense financially, Steve.
oh,
nigga, it costs about $250,000 to raise a child from
$12 to save you thousands upon thousands.
Oh, you want to get high class with it? Spend $50 get a Plan B pill.
oh,
Yeah,
Plan B
That ain't
that
but
gonna
see, you
stop
gotta
you
have
from catching that. That ain't gonna stop you from catching.
you gotta have a conversation with her about that though.
Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation.
No, but see,
You gotta talk to her.
If she allowing you to ski,
so
y'all have an understanding. Well, y'all ain't trying to have no kid. Then the Plan B is, I mean, either she got to be on birth control or Plan B in that bitch.
Hey,
So what you're saying is
that's still
even
making
if
space for a conversation.
Yeah,
Then you tripping.
so what you're
And
saying
then
is
if you giving your girl Plan B like Skittles, you also a lame ass little boy. You tripping.
Yeah,
You can't be feeding your girl abortions.
I'm making this investment to save me some money for the future. So I got you get a whole.
Hey Steve, tell that nigga don't talk to me.
A whole listen, like
tell that nigga right there.
Let's say
don't
I'm
talk
on
to
board. Like I'm on board finally, right? And I'm saying okay,
no,
I'm not
that's
shooting
the
the
hell of
he a
club.
pussy.
So
no, he a pussy.
have me a whole
He a lame ass little boy.
warehouse of condoms and a warehouse of Plan B. You know, because listen, right. So I'm all right. I'm on board. I'm making an investment because I'm realizing that's gonna save me some money. So now that I'm gonna get the group discount, buy this shit in bulk. I'm on board with you.
You still gotta get them to take that though.
So every time I'm with a chick, I'm paying the cost to be the boss. Plan B and condoms all day, and we with the program.
I do not agree with that Plan B shit.
Oh,
I was trying to tell you that 30 time.
That's like a one-time deal. That ain't no playing situation. Like
right.
No, but
that ain't like
chick. No, we talking about one dude with random chick, different chick. This is what we talking about.
You still lame the fuck, bro. You shouldn't be going around making random chicks take Plan B.
Yeah.
Oh.
Think about what you're doing. You feeding the chick an abortion.
I'm saving myself $220,000 a year. I mean $227,000.
Why not just wear rubber, Steve?
Well,
isn't that what birth control?
Steve, do let me tell you. If you don't
like an insurance policy,
no, the birth control is also fucking up her body chemistry.
Yeah.
Oh, so the
birth control is also fucking up her body chemistry.
Oh,
right. So you saying wearing condom is the only solution?
It's the better solution.
That's the best solution. It's not the only. It just happens to be the best one of the available options.
Oh,
to ensure myself.
It's so Plan B is more or less a last resort. Plan B, if things get a little bit wild, then you was like, you know what, I'm gonna risk it all. Because you
know what I'm telling you.
Man,
if I got to convince you to buy
condoms, stressed out by these questions. You appear to be stressed by these questions.
I'm not stressed out at all.
I feel like
I'm not stressed out at all. What I'm trying to tell you is,
hey Julio, I got something for him.
If I got to try to convince you to wear condoms,
Julio, I got something for him.
You know, raw is law. You know,
y'all like
raw diet.
Hey, since y'all two like painting walls so much, we're gonna vice versa this thing. What won't make y'all take a pill before so y'all don't get a prick? Y'all had to take a Plan B.
Oh, I had to take a.
And what did that bitch start killing off a percentage of your sperm every time?
Well, see,
because that's the only way for it to work.
Listen, I don't want to take nothing that might affect my performance in any way because I have a reputation to uphold.
No, go being political now.
That's going to mess up. That's going.
It's the raw is law.
Raw, right? But I'm like, if I'm going to take something that affects my performance. Then
painting the walls.
You know what I'm saying? I have a reputation to uphold. I have a performance standard. Anything that's gonna. But I mean, I am if my mentality is a professional reader, I have to perform a lot and up to a certain standard across the board.
But we play devil advocate.
I have a certain amount. I have a certain amount to.
Now he turned to a scientist. Mr. Raw is law.
I have a certain amount.
Mr. Raw is law. Mr. Raw got their law over there. Now you worry about your performance. You ain't worried about showing body chemistry. You ain't worried about her performance. You don't give a fuck about her. This is another reason you shouldn't be fucking. This is another reason you don't deserve no pussy. You don't even care about the girl you fucking.
I'm trying to save that $220,000.
No,
man, get out of here.
Man, I'm trying to avoid.
Don't fuck no. You want to save money that bad? If you want to save money that bad, Steve, just jack your dick, man, and stay away from hoes altogether. That's some lame shit for whoever dude is. You gonna fuck up her body chemistry. You gonna make her have a speedy fucking abortion. But you scared to take some shit that go do the equivalent to your body.
I mean, it is kind of
that's some lame shit. That's just like telling. They're like telling the dude, "Hey man, we finna go fight these folk, but you know what I'm saying? I need you to go in there and start the fight off." And they like, "No, you know what I'm saying? I need you to start at this time." Oh no, I can't do that because that might fuck up my performance with fighting.
I might get a scratch on my face, dog. You gonna start the fight first, dog.
So
come on now.
Come
on now.
I'm allergic to blood. I can't get hit first, dog. I want to start the fight off with.
So then get what? You shouldn't be fighting.
You shouldn't be
so
fighting.
the dude who you creating in your head, Steve, he don't get no pussy, Steve.
Yeah, I know about that.
He better be glad we live in America. He better be glad we don't live in Macland, nigga. Because if we was in Macland, we'll have him in a little circle. That would the fuck boy look like, y'all. That would the fuck boy look like right over there.
With like a case locked on.
Y'all want to throw some peanuts at that fuck boy. You know what I'm talking about? With no breadcrumbs at the fuck boys.
His nigga have a padlock on it with a goddamn case on it.
Facts. Everybody else can have 4 or 5 wives because the fuck boys done goddamn left us with so many overflow.
It's against the law to be a fuck boy in Macland.
Hey, but no, real, to that point though, Matt. Most of the kids on Earth has only been like birthed by like I think 40% of the men or some shit like that. Like most men aren't really that sexually active.
You know why?
Because most women go for the top men. No, because women go for the top men, bro. Most women go most of the top men have multiple women.
I ain't disagreeing with that.
Genghis Khan did have quite a few cons, I assure you. There are a lot of cons.
Please tell me what they got to do with what we talking about, Steve.
Hey, man.
I'm just
Come
saying.
on, Steve. I see what you got going on, Steve. Steve just be shaking shit up, tossing it in. Yeah.
So who we talking
Steve
to?
put a little about, you know, somebody.
Oh, we talking to the scientists. Who we talking
you feel
to?
me? Zaxby's still open late, guys. Get you a big Zax snack meal, guys. What the hell you talking about, Steve? You just dropping shit in here.
Steve talking about goddamn the Great Wall of China.
Like, bro.
I was like, bro, where you going with
Steve?
this shit?
Well, the point I'm making is,
Steve, bro, something wrong.
It's like the thing is that if we had a goal that was multi-generational, because right now we've been so short-sighted.
I was just saying. I was surprised.
I ain't going with no multi-generational goal. One life. I'm going with one life at a time.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, you know, I'm just saying, a multi-generational plan that a lot of our people can work towards. You know, right. I just made up an easy example of what that would look like, which would be.
But to your point, Steve, I agree with him to the point to where we should have something that we all striving for that's bigger than ourselves. Like to your point, man, I think we should have a relationship, or like my mom taught me, like nigga, you gotta be. You can fuck around, white bitches, you do whatever you want to spend it with, however but you better not bring home a black chick. I mean, you better not bring home nobody other than a black chick. You know what I'm saying? Meaning you better not marry or start a family with nobody other than a black chick. And she said that to me because
I'm not an advocate of interracial shit.
No, I'm saying that to make this point, man. Because I'm saying that to believe in something that's bigger than us, meaning, hey, you have a bigger sense to the broader community to choose a black woman that's suitable, and that's what I'm talking about. And so when you say, "Nah, I don't give a fuck about that," that's like, nah, like it's like you shitting on that idea.
You can't listen to half of that though, Talk. Did you hear what I'm telling you? I'm believing in something bigger. I'm believing in the black family. I'm believing in it so much that I'm blocking out everything except making sure the one that I'm responsible for is an example for other black families to follow. That is me believing in something bigger than myself. Yep. That's why I don't give a fuck about the other folks. I ain't got time.
He doing his job, working on his family.
I ain't got no time.
I guess
The only other time I got is to talk on this podcast with y'all. That's it.
I ain't saying put you. I'm just saying you gotta give a fuck, bro. Like we all understand. Like
I
that's
do.
our,
I give a
our
fuck.
energy as far as what we doing.
I give a
with our
fuck about
family.
my family and the people who I am responsible for. If I'm not responsible for you,
What I
as a
mean
black
is
man in
speaking on
America,
the
I don't
issues as
have no time to waste on you.
what I'm saying is speaking on the issues as a whole, as a people, bro. Those issues are going to affect you and your kids, whether you want to or not.
And I
Like you know
speak
what I'm
on
saying.
them. I speak
And
on
that's
them
all
through
I'm saying
living
is
my life.
when
That's
I
how I
speak
speak on them.
when I speak in generalities, that's all I be saying. Like that's all I'm hitting at is hey, these things are affecting our kids, and we got to understand these things and process them and find a way to navigate through this bullshit because it's gonna be there. And I'm saying is hey, for our kids and for the kids that want to be better, and for the people that want to be better, this the shit we need to be doing. And this is why I give a fuck. Like I give a
What
fuck
better way
about
to
that
do
point.
that?
That's all I'm saying.
What better way to do that than to literally live that example
And
and
exactly
impart that knowledge on the people around you?
right, but you got to give a fuck to spread the knowledge. What I'm saying is not
I
just the
just
people
said that
around
who I
you,
give a fuck about.
not just right, but you only giving it, you only giving it to your people.
The people I'm responsible for right now, that's my family and that's the children I serve in my profession, bro.
well,
Them
we're
the people
kind of
I'm responsible for.
we understand that for sure. We're just hoping
I can't
for.
care about nobody in California. I can't care about folks in Alabama right now. I ain't got time for them right now.
We, well, we're
Ain't
saying
saying
that the,
that.
the title of the show is Life Game, so we trying to we wanna do give a fuck about the
I'm really
audience.
giving y'all the life game. That's what everybody need to be doing. Focusing on them, their family, and whoever else they're responsible for. Because as a man, you gonna always be responsible for more people than the people who live in your household. So,
Okay,
like for
so
example, Snowball responsible for his son, but by proxy, he responsible for other young men and other young women who his son come into contact with indirectly. Not to mention the other adults who he got to work with in his work life.
And that's what I'm talking about because
so
even
So
though
if he
you,
just give a fuck about them folks,
what I'm saying is, bro,
and
maybe
so
y'all
by doing
misunderstanding what I'm
using
saying.
your
That
okay.
make
using
no
your
sense
same
to them.
logic, no.
So as a guy you know up till now, I put all of my what I thought was my manhood into just smashing as many chicks as I possibly could.
Boy, we going
And
back.
that,
Okay.
Yeah,
and
we get
now
back to that.
and now that we know and now
Then you got something you want to
so
tell us?
now if that is no longer a measurement of how I measure myself as a man, what should I be measuring myself as a man? Since that is no
How
since I'm
well
literally
how well you're taking care of your responsibilities, whatever they are at that point, starting with yourself. You your first responsibility. Right outside of that, what else are you responsible for? If you got a job, a business, or a profession, how well do you take care of that? How effective do you make that? If you got a girl, how well do you take care of her? How effective do you make that relationship? If you got a kid, how well do you parent that child? How effective do you make that relationship? That's how you should be measuring yourself. How effective you are at handling your responsibilities because your job as a man and as a leader is to effectively handle the responsibilities you assume. Because all the responsibilities you have are a choice. That's how you measure that, Steve. And get what? That's going to be way more fulfilling than measuring yourself on how many holes you smash. And you'll be busier. Not to mention more productive, get more money.
Less dangerous.
That's it. That what I'm trying to get you to understand. The life game is handling the square one where you are. If you do that, you'll literally naturally attract the next motherfucking square that needs your assistance or who you need their assistance. You won't even have to try. It's universal mathematics. It's like if you start going to the gym, you probably go run into another nigga who work out at the gym. If you keep going to the gym.
That's right.
So
If I keep seeing you in the gym every day, I might end up saying hey to you. When I say hey to you, you say hey to me. We do that for 6 months. We probably end up realizing we drank the same fucking shakes. We got the same work schedule, whatever. It builds on itself. I ain't have to do nothing but get my ass up and go to the gym. You got to do the work. Ain't no shortcut to that.
That's facts.
You got to do the work. No shortcut to that. That's what I'm trying to say when I say I don't give a fuck. So, like, I don't want that to get lost in translation.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you like, nigga, fuck that shit. I don't give a fuck.
Reggie,
I'm worried about my family, nigga. Fuck you talking about?
What he was saying, Reggie.
Fuck you talking about? They don't worry about my family, nigga.
I am.
So
but it worry about my family. That's how I worry about everybody.
Fuck these folks.
Yeah, fuck them.
You can't be like that. Just fuck them. But I get what you're saying.
How you want me to function in a society where everything is set up to say fuck me and my family? Should I not respond with fuck them?
No, not in the people.
Why would I not respond like that?
Not to the people in your community. You can't say fuck everybody.
You know they poison with the same shit, bro. And I'm not saying fuck them, talk. My actions don't say fuck them.
But you just saying fuck them, bro.
No, I'm saying
you gotta get his house in order first before he can care about anything else.
Like, and get my house in order is going to attract the other people who need to be around me.
What I'm saying is, like I was saying, bro, your goal, like for me,
I don't gotta go over to my neighbor's house and try to teach him how to be a man. No, I don't gotta do that.
You don't go in their house, but what you can't. Well, what I'm saying is, for me, every man got to find whatever it is they purpose is or whatever, right? So I understand that, hey, me being and raising my family does several things for generations. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that me raising my son and my daughter, and you know what I'm saying, being in their life, right? That is going to inherently have an effect, you know what I'm saying, on not only him, but his generations and generations on down the line. And it's up to me to choose how I want to affect that, right? And that's what got lost in the generation before us, is the message what should be pushed down. The message should be pushed down to that we got it in some ways, right? But we didn't get it all. And we didn't get it all because we
can't get it all when half our parents gone.
That's what I'm saying. We can't get it all when the attack was literally on the black man first. And then the black woman made her choice. So, and I'm just saying in general, and we understand the crack era, like we products of the crack era. Like that's literally our generation. So I understand that part. But for us now, what I'm saying is we all gotta understand that should affect us, and we gotta choose what we affected by, and that's why I always go back to, like you were saying, Matt, like you can choose what the fuck your like you said your responsibilities are, right? You choose what you're affected by. You choose your career path. That's why I be saying like police is like, oh, it's stressful. It's like, man, you chose that shit. I don't need that shit. Fuck you. You chose that. You don't choose that fucking hard ass profession.
Hold on, talk. I thought you just said we couldn't say fuck them. We gotta care about everybody.
No, I said we gotta care about our community. We talking about police. You can't say police. You can't kill.
Police in our community though.
Yeah, but you can't kill people. Police ain't part of our community. Like as a unit. Come on, now we talking about black family.
So the black police ain't part of our community. And I don't even like the police. I'm just asking. We just doing the devil advocate thing. right?
Right. Right. For what we doing, for what we talking
So
about.
so black police ain't part of the black community.
Not
They
if they ain't
outside the
standing up.
community.
Not if they ain't standing up. Not if they ain't standing up for the black community with in all realms of their life.
So the lame
Not if they
man,
not
raw
if
as low nigga, he not standing up for the community. The nigga who feeding random bitches playing B, he not
no,
standing up for the community.
I
So
feel
he
like
outside too,
no,
right?
I
right.
feel like if he's
So it
standing up
fucking snuck
in a
on
very
him.
special way. I feel like he stands up
No,
for them
bro.
in his
Cause
very special way.
He comes Steve with the bullshit.
nah, what
He's
I'm saying
standing
is
up
that
in them.
with the Pookie and the Ray Rays, right, is what they call them.
That is.
With the Pookies
That go
and
the
the Ray
bullshit.
Ray. With the Pookies and
Okay,
the Ray
but
Rays is what they call
okay.
them.
So if I decide that I'm really going to commit to moving like this, but the only people that I really hang around is other breeders, like myself, who have that mindset, and the only time we really be kicking
Don't
it
get
is
back on
when
breeding.
we running through chicks all the time. Like, how am I supposed to
Then you
You
adapt?
just
ain't trained
also
for no nigga.
realize at the same time that you don't have friends. You just also realize that you don't have friends.
I mean,
Because unless y'all are some super fucking weirdos, y'all should be running through these hoes in the same room. That
I
should not be the
mean,
only time y'all getting together.
it's just we trying to we
Unless y'all some weirdos.
we trying
Y'all
to
might
get our
want to
numbers
start an
up.
orgy
I mean,
club or
but
something.
We
you
trying
speaking
to,
in a sense like on some wingman shit.
yeah, hey, what it is, we trying to run through them as many as possible. Sometimes we end up with other dudes, girls, and shit like that. And so now you're saying that I need
Yeah, but see,
to not shoot up all the club. I don't need to be smashing all these chicks. I need to
like Matt
change
was
my
saying,
lifestyle. But all my friends have this old mentality, and
This is what I'm telling you. If you
and
start to change your lifestyle, you won't have to change your
you going
friends. As your lifestyle change, them friends who can't transition or who don't have that layer, because you might have some friends who actually have that gear already, but they thought your ass wasn't ready. So they start talking to you about it. That could be possible. So what's gonna happen is those of you who need to draw a closer bond, y'all will form a closer bond. Those of y'all who need to start repelling each other, y'all will start repelling each other. Again, universal mathematics. You don't got to worry about that, Steve. Don't nut in the hole. Go handle your business. The rest of the shit is starting to work itself out. Or at least you'll be able to start to see it clear. You'll be able to see the nigga like, oh, all I'm trying to do is get some money and make myself better, bro. I ain't
right.
robbing nobody, hurting nobody. You mad at me? Because I honestly don't have time to go out 6 nights a week no more. Now I can clearly see you a real lame ass nigga. Why you going out 6 nights a week? You lonely as fuck.
what the fuck is wrong with you?
Damn, I used to be a lonely ass nigga going out 6 nights a week with your ass.
The fuck is wrong with you?
That's what I mean. That's universal mathematics, bro. The equation stack on itself. When you start doing what you're supposed to do in the equation, the most powerful number in that equation is the one that you represent. When you decide to take your one and add value to the equation, the outcome gonna change. When you decide to multiply value in the equation, the outcome gonna change exponentially. The same way it's gonna change if you decide to divide or subtract. It's mathematics, bro. It's like that's all I'm trying to explain to you. So that's what I mean when I'm trying to tell you like that stuff irrelevant to me. Because I'm really at a point in life where them people who you talking to, them people
Mhm.
wouldn't even come around me 2 or 3 times. They'll be like, well, I'm gonna go around this nigga. He ain't trying to go hang out and get no hoes. No, I'm not. I'm trying to run a couple businesses and find a property to buy.
Exactly.
Like literally. So yeah, you're right. I'm not going to throw money up on naked bitches who got paid to like me tonight. No, that's not what I'm doing in my life. No, I'm not in the club trying to convince
AKA
hoes to
we not simping, man. No
like that.
simp.
I'm not doing that.
No
So
simp. No.
so you gonna stop. Hey, you gonna be like, you know what? You might tell yourself, but that nigga Matt Lane. You know what I'm gonna tell you? Okay, bro, be safe out here. Cause guess what? I gives 2 fucks about a fuck nigga opinion about me. Back to the point of the collectives approval rating or whatever. I don't even give a fuck about the collective's credibility in having an opinion about my life.
Yeah,
So
but
I'm not gonna guess about that. I don't got no estimation about that. Because I think y'all crazy anyway. So I don't really care what crazy people talking about. Just like I don't expect them to think about what I'm talking about if they think I'm crazy. They like, bro, they can sit at the house talk to themselves through a phone. They niggas still on the computer making fucking wedding logos at 1 o'clock in the motherfucking morning, trying to find a desk on Amazon. That nigga crazy. Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
as I'm adopting a new mentality,
Well,
and I
I'm a
have,
real live and let live person.
mhm. But I'm saying I'm trying to, as
I
a
say I'm a
learning
real
experience.
live and let live person.
I
I'm
feel
with you
you.
on that.
I feel you. But
That
I'm
goes to
trying to,
the mentality.
I like what you're talking about, and I'm trying to change my mentality for the better. And so my thing is that, now that my mentality is I'm trying to be measuring myself as a man differently now. You know, what do I talk about now? Because up to this point, the only thing I ever talk about is pussy and sports.
You ain't got shit to talk about during the transition.
What do I do
You
now?
busy, nigga. You working. Work.
Work?
Putting in
That's
work.
what you do. Work.
You gotta be
They
putting in
busy.
work.
And if you
Find a way
start
to
working,
do
I
you
mean,
gonna
I'm
be.
used to putting in work though.
No, you're not. You thought you were putting in work. You were really being lame.
You gotta put in
Now you
work.
know you putting in work because every time you get home, all you want to do is take a bath and go to sleep after you get something to eat.
Cause here's the thing. Let me say this. Let me hear the thing. You gotta put in work, like what Kevin Samuel be saying. Like he say all young men should work 60 hours a week, blah blah blah. But beyond that, if you put in that work and make yourself your best version, you're gonna have all the pussy you want. It ain't about that. You know what I'm saying? If you worry
So
about getting
certainly have
pussy,
more than you can handle.
right.
Them facts, man. Them facts.
Because women, like again, like we were just, like I was just saying earlier, women want women want bitches, like niggas, bitches got like you know what I'm saying, like women want niggas who other bitches want.
Yes. Yes.
Because they feel like they
We
got
definitely
some.
agree with that. Not even like that. That's the same with men. That's a human trait. Don't nobody want to be with somebody who they the only person who sees value in them. It make you question the value that you think you see.
Right.
That's a human trait. You wouldn't kick it with no chick who you thought was fine, who every time you got them be like, you know what I'm saying, man, my wife look good. Nigga be like, shit, that bitch ugly as hell.
He be saying some shit like, well,
You
I'm
wouldn't
glad
keep
you
dating
think
her.
so. I'm glad you think so. You the
Yeah.
only one that
And
matter,
that
bro.
literally
You
like
the
they
only
were
one
real
that matter.
respectful.
Yeah, be respect. Like you the only one that
If
matter,
they
bro.
keep telling you that,
Okay.
you gonna find you another chick.
Or they tell you, oh shit, man, you like what you like, bro.
You
So,
like what you like.
so, so,
There it is.
To
so
each
what
his
if
own.
beauty
Keep
is in the
going.
eye of the beholder?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's a human thing. That ain't no female or male thing.
Listen, if you like it, I mean her. If you like her, I love her for you, all you.
Exactly.
Hey
So
man.
that's just a human trait. We like to feel like we have common values with other humans, bro. Because you live in the vast majority of your whole life in your head. So the little shit that's outside of your head, you want to feel like you ain't the only person think about it like that. Oh, I think I got a nice house. You want somebody else to come over and be like, you know what, you do got a nice house.
But that's the thing, bro. I think social media has allowed us to live in our heads. But I think we grew up in a different era. Like you had to be what you said you was. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no projection, no avatar.
Yeah, and that means somebody else got to agree to it.
No, but see, you had to show and prove. If they didn't, that's what I'm talking about. See what I'm saying? Like we had to come. It would had to be a clash somewhere. We had to. We would have to. You understand what I'm saying?
It's the
It had
same
to be
now.
some
They
kind
just clashing on the internet in fake life.
It's a difference though. It's a big.
It's the same.
It's a difference, bro.
No, it's a difference in the method. The concept, folks just feel more empowered. Folks always have felt empowered to share their opinion. It's just that before social media, you understood that there was a physical risk with sharing your opinion in certain environments. Because you also got to keep in mind the vast majority of the world is not a hood or a ghetto. So they still share their opinions. They don't even get into fights. They all they do is talk shit.
Right, but that's in the context of whatever realm they in. But we understand
Right.
as men. But we understand though, like there's a context to it to debate and be under the rules or something, and then there's when you go out of bounds, there's a consequence to that as well, and that was always understood because you had a physical person in front of you, so it was always understood like, hey, nigga, we can always have that out, or we can always go outside or however you want to do it.
And that's what I'm telling you, that only happens in environments like the ones we grew up in. In other environments, they don't solve their problems like that. It's a whole bunch of folks in the world who didn't get in fist fights at all growing up.
Nah, I agree.
We fought all the time. But what all I'm saying to the point of today, it's the same out of bounds. It's just the lines are way, way further out to the point where they damn near don't exist.
Ain't no out of bounds. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Ain't no out of bounds.
It's still out of bounds. Niggas still getting checked now. It's still happening where like niggas seeing you in real life, like, oh yeah, you throwing thug, nigga. I'm pushing up on you. That's happening. That's a whole phenomenon now. Niggas be with the cyberbully shit, get seen somewhere in real life getting fucked up.
I don't know.
That shit really happening to people, bro. Like in schools, these folks get to arguing on Snapchat, and they come to school get the real fight.
Oh yeah, now that's.
I'm telling you, that's a regular.
That's
a normal thing now. Like
coming up, right? Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, well, in Chicago, you know, you got
the generation that grew up on that shit now.
Yeah,
that's how they doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the generation that came after us, they do these Twitter beefs, and literally will pull up on each other, pull up on somebody's block and say, "Hey, I'm here. Y'all weren't even here. Where y'all at?" You know, they shooting at each other on Instagram Live. They saying, "Hey, you know, we got," and then they're making tallies over saying, "Oh yeah, we got 70. We got 3 of y'all. Y'all didn't even do nothing about the first guy we shot." You know, and counting up the tallies. You know, and
but see, that's always don't went on. It just went on the internet.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. And there's more people who our age who really don't even understand social media who really be on that shit.
Right.
Cause they was alive before social media. So it like, oh bro, you can't even talk to me. Bro, what? Some years ago we in the fantasy league. You remember bro talking all reckless? I'm about to fuck this nigga up in real life. And he talking shit on the internet.
Twitter finger.
But that's what I'm trying to say, bro. That shit still happens. It's just that shit is like the out of bounds lines are basically being dissolved. But that's also on purpose. Because the real out of bounds lines are still there. They just want more people to believe that they not there, so they start behaving like they not there. That's still what they doing to folk.
And see, that's the thing, bro. I and it goes back, I think, because with all the bullshit on there that's out there, it is more inherent on the individual. Because see, they ain't no basic levels of respect no more. You know what I'm saying? To a certain degree. So you gotta, especially as a nigga, like you gotta be able to. It's a certain respect you gotta command. That's where your image is very important. I think your image out there and your digital footprint. You know what I'm saying? The way because especially if you're trying to in the realm you're trying to do business or whatever. Like your image is important. However you portray yourself, you can't be a nigga out here. You know what I'm saying, on your lives and shit, or posting blunts or posting dumb shit on social media, money stats and shit like that. And then try to, you know what I'm saying,
Well,
go put it through the town. That shit don't work like that.
and why is that? Why should I, as a former goon finally moving up to the rank of a bigger homie or somebody who's trying to move up to the next level, why is it that I should not continue to move in that regard and post,
I'm not
because
talking to no grown man who think he a goon.
you know what I'm saying? The thing is that I'm trying to be the most authentic person. So I'm about keeping it real. So if I do this and if I drink and do all types of stuff, you know, and, you know, and do all of this and that, why not post it and keep it real? Why not self-incriminate myself on the tracks with
Yes, it is
the
what I'm
last
saying.
the last lick that I
Because
had?
That's
you're
where the
not
lack
being
of a standard.
responsible to yourself.
Right. That's where the lack of a standard at. Like why we were saying, like it ain't no line. So there ain't no accountability for you doing that shit for real. You know what I'm saying? Like you nigga, you like you, bruh. I
I
remember
mean,
when it used to be, but you couldn't, like, let me tell you something, man. Where I was, it like the real niggas who were gangsters, they didn't rap or do no, like it was taboo to talk about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas didn't speak on the real shit. That shit was
Nobody
for the
did that
streets.
shit.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And
Nobody in
they
real
look
life still
down on
don't
niggas,
do it.
right? The niggas who, that's why with Jesus was so controversial, because niggas used to look down like, why the fuck, like nigga, you snitching, like you tripping. You doing all this telling nigga we used to put it in here and do that, and you tripping in your raps, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, niggas was like, you know what I'm saying, like really feeling that way. So you gotta understand that. So now you generation later, that shit ain't that. There's no standard on no level for street niggas or for niggas for the internet shit. So niggas is out here doing what the fuck they want to do and try to portray what they want to portray to get likes or views or whatever validation is that's out there in that realm.
so I watched a gangster movie one time, and in there they said that um, they don't even like they don't even trust a dude unless he been to jail at least once. Otherwise, he ain't a real he's not a real gangster. So what's wrong with me getting my doing something that might get me a little bit of jail time so I can get more street cred and respect in the streets?
My
Why
thing is, I'm gonna ask you, why are you trying to earn the trust of a criminal?
isn't that what being a real nigga is about?
Mm-mm.
No,
No.
that's another childish thing to think about.
Not even close.
Oh.
Like, not, I'm talking about you so far off, like you wild.
Hmm.
Again, don't nut in these hoes unless you want to tie yourself to them. Be motherfucking responsible. Measure yourself by how responsible you are for yourself and the things that you've chosen to be responsible for.
And they'll try to
That's
go to
what
jail on
being
purpose.
real is.
Response able.
That's what being real is.
And they'll
Measure
try to go to
yourself
jail
by
on
are you
purpose.
able to respond to the things that acquire your attention.
And you ever do something to go to jail on purpose, you must got something that you like.
Facts. And don't talk to nobody about that shit. Don't try to ask no new niggas to come with you. Don't try to tell them what the extra niggas was hiding at. None of that. You chose that shit.
Go
Yeah,
do
So
that.
go and sit your ass in that box.
have fun.
And
Whatever you
you
like.
wanted your street cred. All right, cool. You good.
And I'm tell you the
Cause I'm
same
gonna tell you
thing.
like this: you meet a real motherfucking gangster. You meet a real gangster, or you meet any human in the world who done things for a certain reason, and once they get beyond that reason, try to stop doing the things. The first thing they gonna tell you to do is avoid this shit altogether anyway.
Yeah.
Don't come over here voluntarily. Don't let Hollywood, a real place that's imaginary, don't let Hollywood convince you to fuck up your real life because they're using people to pretend to fuck up their fake lives. That's stupid. Nobody can snort as much cocaine as Tony Montana did and then have an accurate shootout. That's not how gun battles work.
No.
Yeah.
That's what
Well,
I'm telling you. Like, so some of this shit, like when you talk about some of these things, a lot of these things you saying, if this was a real person that we talking to, this is a person who I would just start talking.
No,
No, I don't need no.
but look though, I'm gonna tell you this. Steve probably really knows some motherfuckers who think like this. Like
Then you should stop talking to him, Steve. You
like
got
he
shit
told
to
me some
do, bro.
stories, bro. He told me some stories about some of these niggas. I was like, bro, why the fuck do you talk to these niggas, bro?
You got shit to do. You got to be responsible for you, your family, and them people at your job who you done chose to be around. You ain't got time to be friend with a nigga that dumb, man. Cause he not your friend. He gonna pull you down. You
And I
keep
get it,
tabs on
like
him on Facebook like a normal human.
and it's part of like I think too, man, like because like we grew up different, so like we understand. Like me and you, we used to talk about. I used to tell you this shit a long time ago. Like some people going like people in your life. You know what I'm saying? Some of them gonna be roots, some of them gonna be branches, some of them gonna be leaves. You know what I'm saying? And they just how it is, and we understand. Like each people has their own season, just like a tree go through their season. You know what I'm saying? A person gonna go through theirs, and so some people gonna be there through all of them. Some people just gonna be there through some of them. You gonna grow new branches. You know what I'm saying? Some weather might tear them off. You feel me? They weren't strong enough to weather that with you. You know what I'm saying? But you gonna grow new one, and so because the tree always replenishes itself. So when you look at it on the next season, you understand what I'm saying? So that's how I roll. And so when you look at it in that respect, that's how you gotta look at life. Like when you're dealing with people in relationships, like uh some people gonna be there through all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Some people are meant there to teach you certain life lessons. You know what I'm saying? And then it's time to move on when you learn that lesson. You know what I'm saying? Just like you were saying earlier, like, well, what else we gonna talk about? What am I supposed to talk about? Shit, you at another point where you get around some niggas that ain't doing that no more. Like, all right, once you'll learn, you'll know what to talk about once you when you move away from niggas who ain't just talking about bitch or fuck you, you know what I'm saying? So just shit like that. So
Yep.
like that part of it, you know what I'm saying, going down that.
I got a perfect
Uh,
example of that. Went to my old neighborhood, pull up on my homies. I'm telling them, hey man, let's start some business, man. Let's go find some land, get some real estate. Know we need to be on. You know what come out their mouth? Man, I'm gonna put a motor in their box shit I brought the other day, man. Put some big 26-inch rims on it. And I just look at them like they crazy. I get in my car and leave and say, hey man, I gotta go pick my son up. I'll holler at y'all later.
That's it.
I just leave.
Be
Kinda like,
respectful,
once
keep
I
it
hear that,
moving, man.
I ride off.
Hey, don't stay long. Don't stay. Don't come around as. Don't stay as long. Don't come around as often. That's all it is.
Time I hear that, I get in my car and leave. My time up here. I don't need to be right here no more.
So what you're saying is that a box Chevy is not where I should spend all my money.
Especially when you know got your own place to stay.
Well, what about my clothes though?
Facts.
What if I'm
What
responsible
about your clothes, Steve?
spending all my money on clothes because I have to be the flyest nigga on the
That's
planet?
not responsible.
No clothes gonna
If you
depreciate.
I feel like
if you
holding
respond if
myself
you
up.
can't responsibly spend all your money on one thing, that's not responsible. That's not financially responsible.
Well, I mean, what if what my thing is that I'm dedicated to this shit. Like I'm really about this life. Like I don't think you understand that all my money I invest in clothes. I invest in the image. I feel like how is anybody going to treat me properly if I don't put all my money towards my rims and my clothes and
First
my
of all,
box Chevy?
you ain't
I
got
feel
your own
like
place to stay.
how am
You
I?
ain't got your own place to stay. And second of all, you got a daughter looking up at you. And y'all staying in somebody else's house and you spend all
Facts.
your money on clothes and box Chevy.
Well, I mean, if I'm staying with my
So
mom,
now they're the type of nigga she gonna end up with.
I'm saying
That's
if I'm
what you
staying
teaching
with
your
my
daughter.
mom, what's the problem? You
And
know
that's
what
what
I'm
you
saying? Got a
teaching your
place.
daughter.
That's what you teaching your daughter though.
That's what you teaching your daughter.
You
Is there
teach
an issue? Is you,
you
do you
teaching
do
your
you think
daughter to
is there an issue though?
If you go stay with your mom, your parent, you
see
do
what I'm
that to
saying? What I
stack
hear
your
you
money up.
saying is
You
don't
do that
talk
to
to you no
stack your
more.
money.
That's what I hear you saying.
Yeah.
I'm
And
just
don't get me wrong, if you had to go stay with a family member, nothing wrong
yeah,
with that. But stack your money up to be in a better situation.
Facts.
but it's gonna cost me more money to get my own place, which means I'm gonna have to get a better job and all this other stuff. And I'm
Now
saying,
you gotta start spending your money on clothes and box Chevys and rims.
right, I'm not gonna be able to get the latest fucking catalytic converter that's made out of brass.
If that's what you thinking
In
about,
gold.
you
Like
deserve everything you get.
there's a rose gold air filter cover that I have to get.
And you deserve everything you get. And you put all your money.
That means that's what I'm saying, bro. That's where I keep going back to this standard because like they got niggas thinking that that's the standard. Like nigga, you know, Mr. Stovall, you know when we were young, bro. Had we focused actually money on shit that we needed to be focused on, shit to be you know what I'm saying? Niggas made different choices. Niggas was spending even niggas we know that had though. They ran through a lot of dough back then. You know what I'm saying? Buying dumb shit, just not understanding.
And the day that you talking about is the same people who systematically opposing you every day. So you don't got time to do nothing but focus, be responsible, and take one step forward at a time. That's all you got time for. That's
so
it.
I mean, my thing is like, okay, so you're telling me not to get that box Chevy on 36s with spinning chrome
I'm not
umbrellas
telling you what
on
to
it.
do with your money, Steve.
Nah, what you
Okay,
saying?
I'm
Find your
not
but
telling you
focus.
what to do.
if you're saying that I don't put my money towards that because that was kind of how I used to define myself as a man was having the freshest ride on the block. And what you're saying is that isn't really what my goal should be. Because if
No,
I
I'm not telling you what your goal should be. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
mm,
I'm telling you to decide your own goal.
okay,
If you
but
want to go put 36s on the box Chevy and live with your mama, with your kid, all right,
At 40 years old,
I
yeah.
mean, what the,
If
but
that's that
I'm
what you
just
want to
saying,
do, okay. The
okay,
best thing I can
so
do for you is keep being an example or what not to motherfucking do. So if you ever decide to wake up, you can look and be like, oh, I can just do what Mac doing.
So,
And if you don't wake up, shit, night, nigga.
so hypothetically, let's say that I decide to follow, both y'all's plan, which is okay. I'm gonna stack my bread, and
Find your
not
purpose.
get the freshest of the fresh, not get the freshest clothes, not get the freshest ride, which again might cut into some of the pussy I was getting, which was also how I used to define myself as a man.
It's even more lame. This hypothetical dude so lame. He don't deserve no pussy advice from me.
He had to grow next to his mama making somebody scream while his mama listening to the wall.
But there's a lot of dudes that don't that are like
They don't deserve pussy advice from me. I agree.
Fact.
Nigga, I agree. You heard me.
We're gonna wrap it up, man. I got a lot of work to do.
All right, man. Facts.
I got
But
some work to
I
do,
just,
man.
I just want just real talk.
Nigga, 1:30 in the morning over this bitch.
What would be the benefit of me actually moving out of moving out of
Amen.
my
Fuck,
mama's
stay with
house?
your mama forever.
But I'm
Be a
saying,
bum ass nigga. Stay with her. Ain't no benefit.
but if I'm gonna move out of my mama's house and I'm deciding to save up my
Don't do
money and get and only get cheaper clothing and all this and take this sacrifice to do this, why would I want to go buy a bunch of dirt? Like, how's that gonna help me? Like,
Do what I'm gonna tell you like this.
I've never seen a single
I say don't do it.
get wet over me telling them
You and your mama deserve each other because she raised your bum ass like that. Don't do it. Don't move nowhere. You stay right there with that bum ass female who raised the boy to be a bum ass man.
But what am I gonna do with dirt? What am I gonna do?
You ain't gonna do nothing with it. You gonna be with your mama. You straight.
Pulling up to your mama house, whammy with your speakers, shaking your mama one to wake her up at 8 o'clock. Ask her what she cooked for dinner.
Go right ahead.
But
And if your mama cool with that,
you holding it down.
I don't care.
And your mama
Hey,
probably
man,
still going to work to pay the bills while her grown ass son in there playing the
Look,
game with big
I
rims
do-
on their car.
Hey,
But I'm just saying, just give me one example why a bunch of dirt would be beneficial to my life as opposed to being on, like in my ride and on my
Instead of that
back.
bunch of dirt, you can build another house for your mama to kick back and relax on that land.
Oh, so
See,
mama,
it's about the future. It ain't about what make you feel good now. That's the reason, son.
Shoot, make her life easier. Why make her life harder? She already raised you.
Clearly don't care nothing about that. The nigga father still living with her.
hey.
He clearly don't care about making her life easy.
Watch
Hey,
her go to work every day.
hey,
Ask her what she gonna
look.
cook for dinner.
I bring the groceries in. I dump
she
the
buy
trash. I dump the trash mostly.
That
Sometimes.
your ass make.
You and your bad ass daughter.
Everybody who live in the house supposed to split the chores evenly, man.
Right.
Y'all all live in the house together. You're supposed to contribute to the upkeep of the house. Just like anything else you get in life. If you share that shit with somebody else, you're supposed to share the upkeep of that shit.
Yeah.
Right.
So you taking out the trash, you ain't did shit.
You're supposed to do that.
So,
You bringing the groceries in the house, you ain't did shit.
so
That's an old black lady. That black lady should never have to carry no fucking groceries.
but I have candy paint on my ride, which I thought was going to raise the street value of my mama's house, thus raising the property value.
It did raise the street value. Now 4 more niggas want to rob y'all. So congratulations.
True.
You did raise the street value.
So you damn sure to rate the property value.
You damn sure didn't do that. That went the other way.
Street value though.
You damn sure didn't raise your cool value. That also went the other way. Yeah, 40 on 36. Let me tell you what you look like to a real nigga. You look like a nigga who waited too long and he was lame as hell when he was 20. That's what you look like. Nigga, your knees starting to ache, nigga. Why you jumping in and out of cars that damn tall now?
Hey,
You old enough to know that the car don't even function the right way it's supposed to function if you putting wheels on it that big. You old enough to know that.
Go out. Go be buying transmission like a mother.
You ain't gonna buy no 700R transmission with the goddamn with the extra robust shift kit to drop in that motherfucker.
Hey,
You ain't spend the extra money to do all that. You just bought them rims because you wanted to look good for these dumbass hoes.
well, yeah, because
You trying to impress a bitch who's impressed by rims, nigga. You lame. If she impressed by rims, you and her lame.
That means she in high school and in her early 20s.
And your ass probably about to go to jail.
So you ride by the local high school, ramming the block down, trying to impress young girls.
so
Now you gonna have to try to stop from being another nigga pussy, chasing some young pussy.
oh,
Think about that out loud. I just went from being the fucker to fighting a nigga so I don't become the fucky. Why would you make any choice that equal that?
Go from getting pussy to being pussy.
oh no, oh no,
oh,
oh no, that's wait a minute. Yeah, I'm listening now because I really want no part of that.
that's too much of
Yeah.
the game right there.
Yeah,
Oh no, you want to raise your street value.
I hear motherfuckers.
That's what I'm saying. You want your street value, nigga.
Hey, now you value by the
You want to be the hood down the Trump, nigga.
You gonna be real valuable in jail.
You know
Be
what I'm
niggas
saying?
fighting over you.
Real valuable, nigga.
Be two niggas fighting over you.
I don't want no part of that. I hear people go to jail. They go in the tight end and come out a wide receiver. I don't want no part of that.
They would put glitters all on your face, making makeup,
Yeah.
color your face real good.
That's it. You don't skittle face ass nigga now. You know what I'm talking about? That's what they call you when you come home. Skittle face.
They said,
There
no,
it
don't
is.
give him no boxes. He don't need no boxes. He don't need no
You
underclothes.
don't need no box.
My bitch
He
need
said
walk
he
around
don't-
with drawers on.
He said he don't like boxing no more.
My bitch need to walk around no drawers on.
Facts. That's what I'm saying. It really be simple, man. That's the universal mathematics. That's another example of what we tried to talk about earlier, man. Think about how that one decision just multiplied your effect. And now all you done did was raise your chances of going to fucking jail.
Yep.
In a country where they trying to lock your ass up anyway.
Now your daughter out here lost. And your mom.
Now she gonna goddamn go after a nigga with some rims.
Oh.
Cause the last thing she was doing was riding around with her lame ass dad on them damn rims.
And that's what all the young girls like.
Now she out here doing wild shit. I ain't even gonna say it cause I got a hold on myself, but she out here doing wild shit.
Now she's
For
15
rims.
doing some unmentionable shit that we ain't gonna mention.
The unmentionable.
You did?
With
For
some,
rims,
with some
nigga?
grown men. With grown men. Your age.
Then you go bring your dumb ass home and say, you should never fuck with no nigga like that.
That's all.
Now
you
another-
showed her.
That's it. Now another lame ass nigga you went to high school with, now he plugging your daughter.
Oof.
Like, come on, man.
Oof.
Buying
Life's
a pair-
simple. It ain't easy, but it's simple though.
Buying a pair of shoes.
Oh,
and
it ain't easy, but it damn sure is simple. Choices are simple, but the living it
It's simple.
and the being the choices is what the thing is.
And now
What it
ask
is.
that
That's
same
what I'm
question
saying.
at the beginning. Now ask that same question. What's wrong with me staying my mama around the box 7 on 26? Now ask
There
that
it
same
is.
question.
There you go.
There it is, man. I'm about to
So-
go ahead and get out this thing, fellas.
Facts.
Hey, it was It was a pleasure. All I was doing was just providing an exercise for you guys to bounce off, an unspoken
We
mentality.
don't want to bounce all that bullshit no more, Steve.
Believe it or not, you gave some understanding that could probably help somebody with that mentality to at least see, maybe.
Hey, tell them don't listen to our show. We not talking to them.
We're trying to help.
We talking to grown men who understand. We talking to grown men who realize I'm actually trying to be grown and I ain't quite figured it out yet. I ain't doing this little boy shit no more. I was already a little boy. I'm straight on being a little boy now.
We're trying to figure out how to be the grown man. So that's niggas we talk to.
Shit, I got a little boy now. Shit, I can't be a little boy.
You feel me?
Yeah.
If I got rims on my car, nigga, that's my third car that don't even drive for real.
Don't even drive that. That shit just parked.
And that literally, I might drive it to the park